almost down the middle.
Ball.
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah, I heard you.
The first.
Oh shit! I wish that was fair.
Oh my god.
He's throwing that shit down the middle, bro. We should be hitting this. But Muncie also has a small strike zone too, so.
This is
Fuck!
Justin Turner.
Let's go.
Oh, that's Turner. Oh shit, that's Turner. My bad.
Wow.
Yeah, it's Justin Turner. Red turn 2 is Justin Turner.
Yeah, my bad. I thought it was Muncie. My fault. They both got red hair.
Oh, wow. They're the same guy then.
You know who also has red hair too? Trevor May. Oh. Drop. Aw, pussy. Alright, I don't want to bat with this little fucker. You got somebody else? Fuck it. I'll bat with this piece of shit. Oh. God damn it, get off my team! Oh, nah, I didn't go. Nah. Suck. Oh my god.
Na.
Ball four. You suck.
Wow, dick.
I ain't going nowhere. Jeez.
God.
Down ball. Dropping. Ball. Marte Alvarez Jones. Alrighty.
Go, ready?
Start.
Conquest!
Here it is.
If you want to watch my stream, yeah, you can do that, but no, I'm not playing you.
I'll play y'all.
I don't want to waste my time. Because Cowboy's not playing as a Ranger, so he's not going to win.
Says the one that's scared to play me in DD.
Yeah, because you don't want to play my God Squad because apparently when it's you, it's just it's the manager. Like when you're playing against fucking Mamba, it's like, oh, it's the better manager. That's why you win. I mean, that's all that matters in DD. So if you want to play me, you play me without a lineup restriction.
I just keep hearing excuses.
I mean, hey, like I said, I'm not restricting my lineup. So if you want to play against my God Squad, fine, but I'm not restricting my lineup. Play after this game.
That's a strike, dumbass. That's a ball. That's a strike, Angel. That's a ball, Angel. That's a strike, Angel.
What the fuck do you think you get to be on a first name basis with him?
That's a strikeout, Angel.
How about you realize, shut up. Oh, Jesus, Jonah. Damn it, you fuck.
That could have went so wrong. Where's my grandpa?
You graham crackers? Was that crackers made out of grandma's? Fucking dick.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking bum. Get out of here.
I love grandmas. I wish you dated grandma.
Oh, what? Your mom? Oh, oh wait.
No, that's incest, sir.
Not if she likes it.
Hey, gone, bitch.
Wait, it's not incest to date your mom. It's incest to like do the thing. Verbiage, sir. Dude, everybody's just a gold glover out here. That's so fucking stupid.
Okay, throw me another one of those, please.
0-1. No balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, fastball.
Oh, that's just out.
Fuck.
1-1.
Okay, take a swing.
Oh.
Yes. No. God damn it, Ricky. You gotta be quicker than that, asshole. Fuck me.
No balls, 2 strikes. All 1.
Shot that good in your strike. Fuck. Every time I put my PCI down low, he throws it high. I put it up high, he throws it low.
Put it in the middle.
That's what I'm about to do right now.
Take you long enough.
It's taking too damn long. Come on, Grandpa.
Grandpa, wait, grandpa.
Bro, you gotta get the bat off your shoulder, brother.
No.
Cora.
Huh?
Core 501. Ona.
Wow.
Unrated threat.
Damn.
Ooh.
Damn. No. Oh.
Strike. Ball
Sit
2.
down, bitch. Come on, Core. Go.
Fuck.
You got somebody warming up? Ay. I'm gonna hit him with the slurp outside.
Safe. He's safe.
God damn it! Straight out! It's going through. It's going through. Oh.
Sir, he doesn't. Oh my god. I hit this man in the head, and he just acts like nothing happened, picks up the ball, and just throws it to first. Like, no, sir, you're dead.
need to warm somebody up, bro.
Slurve.
Fastball down the middle. Got you.
Nice. Heater, Lionel.
Fastball down the middle. Got you.
There you go. Go home. I always go home just in case. Fuck.
Slider. Slurve. Away.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Here, slurve, low and away.
0-2 is the count.
Fuck!
Slider, low.
Ow! Fuck!
Slider, low, away.
I'm gonna go slurve again. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was fucking frustrating. Alright, we definitely need to warm somebody up, or did you warm somebody up already?
I did.
Who did you warm up? Paul? Okay. Yay. Paul. Oh my God.
The ball should have been 400 feet.
I hit that shit in the dirt.
Nah, you hit it off the end of the bat. That's what happened. Your PCI was in the zone and it went out of the zone. Oh, Kirsch? Okay.
Bro, this is an easy pitcher to hit off of.
No, what?
He pitches just like Kyle Hendricks. He has the same form and everything.
Yeah, but it's Kershaw. Like, as soon as you think you know what he's throwing, he's not doing that.
Yes.
That's good timing at PCI.
Drop,
Shane.
collide. Fuck. It'd be so much fun if fucking MLB had collisions in this game, bro.
Do you understand how broken that would be, though? Because, like, think about that. If it was like if you controlled all 8 fielders and you went to go get a ball in like right field with the right fielder, and the first baseman just like la di da di da and just like trucks you because like the right field, it's just like that'd be so stupid. But it's like, I got it, and the first baseman just comes out of nowhere. It's like, I got it, fuck you. Oh wait, we both died. But
Yes, sir. I'm getting a hit off of Kershaw next inning. I can't guarantee you, but I'm gonna get a hit. Fuck. Yeah. Damn. I don't know why they don't swing at that.
because it's not in the zone.
It wasn't a zone. Go. He He's out.
He's out.
Let's go. Arr. Bye, Ellie.
Did you get off?
What?
You got an invite.
I said I'm making my lineup.
Damn it.
Also, there'll be a new MLB The Show video on the main YouTube channel. It's gonna go up tonight, but it just didn't get ready till too late, so it'll be up tomorrow.
That's a hit.
Yes. Yes. That's a double. That's double. That's a double.
All his pitches are ass. It's okay though, because I hit like
Yes.
ass.
Yes.
You know.
Yo, who's up?
IFC, they got a 5-month reset.
Oh, but
Red
check.
Steam team, let me tell you, Silver Votto
Bitch
and
tip.
Senzel's the greatest. Oh shit. Fuck, man, trash. Thank you for the resub. Nazi with the new Twitch Prime, and Daniel with the 14-month. Thank you, thank you. Knox Spice with the 31. Ryan the Goat with the 5, and Fetty Ware with the 2. Thank you, thank you. Tipsy with the resub as well. Thank you, guys. Need chat.
Yeah, you. No! Damn it.
Fuck.
Who I've had on my
Dude,
fantasy
you had
team,
many
I love him,
opportunities.
What are you talking about, dude? I have one
Like, bro, because
opportunity at the end.
he went off the bag, and then you had an opportunity to go to third, and then he fucked up.
Oh my god, I'm playing on Austin's shitty internet.
Walker needs 3 home runs. We're at 1.
Already starting excuses.
Yeah, I went down to pick Randy Johnson, and it was just like all the way down because I don't know why, but fuck you. Let's go.
You would pick Randy because you're scared.
I picked Randy because he's Randy. Randy is automatic. Why the fuck wouldn't I pick him? The only reason you don't pick him is because you don't have him.
Picking his best team to play against Joe with. Isn't that the point?
Says the guy that picks John Donaldson. Yeah, like, he's not broken too.
You know what's crazy? He always has a really good swing, but I feel like it's an insane card. But it's released at a time where I feel like he would be like meta or usable. You know what I mean? Like there's always just way better options. But he always has like a really good swing.
Damn. Don't fall out the trees, dumb blood.
Banger. What's up, Chief Sosa? How are you? You can justify taking a block
zone, you gotta move the ball outside the zone if it's not. Like if you're trying to put it on the line and it's moving in one zone, move it further out of the zone.
1 and 2.
Oh my god.
How do you send people packs? I don't. It will be the show
That's the ball.
because you link your account on their website.
2-2.
Somebody's too scared to give me a fastball up high, so he's gonna give me a forkball down low.
Seeing them on Twitch, they go to your account.
Pussy.
The show Twitch, not me. I don't. Man, could you imagine if drops had to be the creator giving them out? Holy shit.
That was a pussy ass move.
Holy shit.
Cowboys too pussy to put the goddamn pitch in the zone,
Ball.
right?
I'm
Oh,
just
he's.
Live is a
You
must.
you have to hit the edges for that.
like that.
I mean, if you think that's paint, I want to know what your house looks like.
That was boy.
Thank you. Number 1 pick. Thank you. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Chat, he hit the donkey shit out of that. Oops, what's on average side to me?
No balls. 2 strikes.
I threw the same pitch twice.
Thank God
Wasn't
for
a good
that.
idea, Chat. I learned my lesson.
He ain't gonna throw 3 fastballs.
Don't throw. Oh, what the
Ooh.
fuck? Don't throw the same pitch twice. He didn't go. The
Come on,
fucking
throw 4
bat goddamn
fastballs.
almost hit me in the
You
foot.
got it.
We're gonna stop the lineup now.
Do I want to play you? No, no, thank you. No, thank you. I'm trying to grind me some events. Ground ball. Believe.
Rod Carew, what the fuck? What the fuck is he doing in your lineup when you can get Ketel Marte?
Smile. I don't think so, Ivan. I think if they were going to do it, they would have just done it. I think they're going to do it next year. If he does well in
Guys,
AAA,
Manny
out in the season.
Grandal.
He's still only 19. Joe Carter? Oh my god, I've never done well with the Joe Carter card. Where the fuck did this come
That's in the
from?
hole. Let's go.
You swing at that.
Single. Single on
Wait,
shingle.
I don't know what the fuck I did that for.
Ball.
Let's go, Ricky.
1-1.
Can you get it for us? Good eye.
Oh, stay.
I watch hockey. I used to watch a ton of hockey, and I don't really watch anymore.
1-2.
That's good. You get extra base hits on him? That's right.
Top speed. That is try it.
Ball. Karen check out with a fastball. He's 2 fastballs and a curveball. Okay. Abrams?
I'm waiting for the pitch in
If
the
it was
zone.
Luis Garcia, he would
How are you very late when it looked like you knew it was coming? I like how when I don't pitch in the zone, it's because, like, that's just my pitching style. But when Cowboy doesn't pitch in the zone, it's because he's...
Oh, Ricky, no! Oh my god, dude, that should have been a fucking meatball pitch, dude.
1 and 2 is the count.
Just leave me.
Something like that.
Oh,
I believe.
Oh, stay. Yeah.
yeah, that ball right there.
Yeah, I know.
Why'd I swing at that?
Whoa.
Chad, I'm not wet anymore.
Alright, buddy. Calm down.
Generate best lineup, and then you can change your lineup for set 4.
0-1.
I am going to warm up my bullpen here.
I'm nervous.
0-2.
And I'm also going to make a substitution.
Foul, stay 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 foul. Yes.
Ball.
Let's go. O'Neal Cruz, baby.
Just gonna give me something off speed now.
Don't swing at that. Oh my god, I actually am. Hold on, 0-2.
Uh-huh.
No, you're the one that paused it first. I'm the one that's got to mute falling.
I forgot O'Neal Cruz is a fucking freak of nature. He's 8 feet tall. But he's got a big dick. Look at that fucking ball go, baby. Look at that ball go. O'Neal Cruz. That's right, baby.
0-1.
Oh yeah, him and Luis from EPO, they're gonna work out just fine. Chat,
No
I'm
balls.
waiting.
2 strikes.
Shit. MLB's better than Madden. What if you like both? Like, what if I like playing franchise mode? What if I also like playing Diamond Dynasty? What if I have a tiny penis? Thoughts?
0-1.
Oh my god.
Alright. Well, I got the lead, chat. to your mid-off, I feel like people always be like, I can't believe you're playing this game. This one's better. All right, cool, man. Like, I guarantee a lot of people that don't make content play video games, like a lot of people in this chat right now, I guarantee they play numerous different games of numerous different genres way more frequently than a lot of content creators. Sometimes we like to do the same.
Just give me your bullshit in the dirt and we can get to a full count.
Oh, shit. Honestly, I don't want to change pitchers mid-AB because that's not me. 2-1.
No balls, one strike.
I'm off.
But you have an enormous penis. You could take someone's eye out with that thing.
Not true. Super
One
tiny.
and one.
Smallest you've ever seen.
That's a box. Runner move.
You a box on?
If you blink, you'll miss it. If I walk in,
You have box on? God, you can't play me straight up?
we're gonna change.
We were supposed to fucking get you. I got myself.
Stream Starfield. I will eventually.
Wow, you really? That's how you have to win, by changing the settings and not telling me about the settings you changed. You really don't want to play this straight up. I got you.
Hey, that's part of baseball.
You've seen some.
Yeah, not knowing the rules because somebody changed them.
I don't like it either, John.
Down the middle. That's not where I want that.
Like, if you would have been like, hey, boxer on, would have been fucking fine. But you had to try to fucking hide it. Like a fucking bitch.
Tee-hee. Tee-hee.
That's a ball.
Lukewarm with a 46 months.
We gotta play at Houston where if you hit a fly ball, it's a home run to fucking left field.
1 and 2.
Brandon Marsh gets base hits because Twitch Prime exists. Smile. Pog champ. Pog champ.
Oh, come on.
I need base hits with Randy. I need base hits with Randy. I need it. Let me have.
Zero balls, one strike.
Motherfucker, you
Awkward swing, but hey, you do you. So am I playing Cowboy or am I playing Austin?
think that I am that yeehaw?
1 ball, 1 strike.
You son of a bitch.
Wow, didn't know I was 2v1 in you guys. Seems fair.
That missed. That's a ball.
What happened to Julio Urias? He got arrested for domestic.
2 balls.
Am I with the game even allow that?
Jesus, man.
Well, it better let me walk back to the dugout. Sir, I didn't throw the ball and I pushed up on the left stick and Adley didn't tag you.
Made a home run. I'm not. I lied. I'm a fraud. Thank you.
Oh my god, I'm doing too.
The game won't let you catch up with 100 because
Sometimes
lag. Whew.
but like, you gotta be in the middle of nowhere. He hit me with a pee ball like that, dude. You know?
0-1.
Starfield tomorrow, maybe. Maybe.
0 and 2.
Shit.
Oh, this has been fun. Oh yeah, let's go. Give me that high fastball.
Exactly.
Oh,
Oh shit, has that landed yet?
I'm up. 0-2. That's so outside.
it's too early.
Hey, you got an out!
I bet you don't score again this inning.
I bet you don't throw an inside slider. Oh wait. So you throw your sliders in, your fastballs up and in, and your sinkers low and away. You might want to mix that up.
1-1.
You're gonna throw a sinker the same place? Oh no, you're just gonna miss with a fastball 2 fucking miles high. Got you. This is where you throw your forkball, isn't it? Oh, 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 that's ridiculous. Fuck. Oh my god. That was hot. I'll give you that. That was hot. Just give me that inside slider. No. Oh, inside fastball. Fuck. Oh yeah. I like how you said you give up a home run and you I bet you won't score again this inning. Like I fucking have to.
Well, I just knew you weren't, so.
Like Randy Johnson isn't gonna pitch like a fucking perfect game.
2-2.
Did I do anything remarkable with anybody? Probably not.
God damn it. There's how I know Austin's pitching.
No, this is me.
Oh. Oh yeah, you did throw that one backdoor slider. I forgot about that.
Was too high.
I mean, yeah. I mean, hey, that's nobody ever hits home runs in the dirt. They hit mistake pitches. Well, nobody hits. Whew. Nobody does an insane hits home runs from the dirt. Well, so this has been better than I thought it was going to be. Wait, what trout is this? Ooh, it's hot. How much? I feel like Randy would be broken if he had a sinker instead of a slider. All right, he is broken. I forgot. Oh, imagine the leading home run guy on your team has 2.
That's a ball. 1-0.
Kyle Farmer's not 75, I guess. Is Berger a silver?
No, that missed. 3-0.
You know what? I'll give you something to hit. Fuck it.
Here.
Garza doesn't fuck. 76.
Count is full. He's got.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, tell me how the walk back to the dugout was.
That's what Daddy like. All right. Shit. Let's do it. Chat. We're about to win.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Damn it.
Until I can put it
I threw a splitter and I meant to throw a slider, so I fucked up the pinpoint. What, Bach? Oh. Slow it down. Strike you out anyway.
No, too late. Oh, and 1. No, that missed. That's a ball.
Oh my god!
All runners move 90 feet.
I like how this guy asked me what the name of the song was, and I was like, oh, it's this. And then I just left it on.
1 and 2's the count. We got time.
Still a Vince, baby. Farmer's 74. Yeah, you're good. You're good. What are we doing? Oh no, he ran away. He had to poop. Alright, fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. I hate when that happens. Yo, Destin, that's so true. That's so true. It was crazy. It was crazy.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Oh my god, I can claim drops. Oh, I just got a special pack. Oh, I'm gonna fucking squirt.
Time.
I'm not gonna get my elite pack though. That sucks. That do be sucking, I done tell you what. I tell you what, you son of a bitch. Skill issue, to be honest, very true, dude. Very true. Chat, do you know we're 30 subs away from 4,600, and that would be neat to hit? Why, you ask? Will it just be cool? If you like the content, you want to do that? Twitch Prime is free. Smile. Subs are also 25% off on resub or new subs. I think 20% off on 20% off on resub.
That's a
And
foul
then
ball.
if you want to sub for longer than 1 month, like let's say you're like I'm subbed for the next 5, you can get a discount on that too. I don't know how much it is, but there you go. The more you know.
No, that's
the more you
out.
know. Raging Pop-Tart with a 5 gifted to the community. I appreciate you. Much love. Thank you.
1 and 2's the count.
Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Thank you, man. Whatever happened to Baldur's Gate 3? Man, I just got busy with other stuff, and
That's a ball.
the numbers that said that a lot of people didn't necessarily like it. There were some people liked it, and I'm so appreciative. We had a lot of fun with it, but you know. I remember when Jimmy was over 10K subs, bro. I remember
Full
that
count.
too, but it's fucking September, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. I'm very thankful that we're at 4,000 something. That's really cool. Thank you, guys. Caps and sleeves coming in hot with the 5 gifted. Hold on, hold. All that stuff right there. Thank you. Thank you.
It's 0 and 1.
Oh, shit. Less than 3 months ago? Yeah, but like, that was when the name of the show was hot, you know? I'm very thankful to have as many as we have now. It's very kind that you guys support me through the links you do, and I can't thank you enough. It's very, very kind of you guys.
I wrote Derek Holland asking him to sign a Giants card.
Nice.
Just got it back signed with a Dutch oven inscription.
I love
Such
it.
a nice dude.
Yeah,
Ball
he's very nice,
outside.
man. He's been around for a good minute. I haven't seen him in a minute. I hope he's doing well.
Ball, that's in.
Liberto? I don't know how to say your name. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to fucking read. Twitch Prime. I'm so bad at reading.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Oh, what the fuck? How'd that go to the track? That sounds
3-1.
Thank you. I appreciate you much. Love. Thank you, brand new
Take
one.
your base. Ball.
And two bottom with the brand new sub as well. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Very kind of you.
That's a ball.
I very much appreciate it. Ah, that's cool. Nope. Be right. Ross, take the 100 biddies. Liberato? Oh, okay. Did I nail it? What's on fire?
No, that's it.
Hang on for me, chat. What if we do... Come on, let's go. I don't know why I'm using this Corbin Burns, to be honest with you. Keep it buck 10 with the chat. Been doing alright. Worm, they go 41 months. That's
1 ball, 2
a long
strikes.
time. Thank you. What's up, Luke? How are you? Set for baby. I thought you guys were expecting. Set it up. Did I not put before, like, the number? Oh. Frank Marsh. Oh. I remember this card being gross. This is the same year that Future Star Taylor Trammell came out, and I thought he was disgusting. That's somebody else I probably am a shitty friend. I haven't reached out in a while. Hope he's doing well.
That's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Doing good things. Good to hear. Fry with a shitload of Y's and a
1 and 1.
shitload of E's. Thank you for the resub. 15 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. I gotta be close to being done with these
No,
damn
that's
games.
down. Ball.
Right? You're gonna hate yourself when 2K comes out? Wait, why?
2 and 2.
He fucked hard in the franchise.
He's
Love
got
to hear it.
time.
It's a cool dude. He's doing decent in AAA. I haven't reached out. I've been a shitty friend. I always feel odd,
He's out.
like reaching out to people. So I always feel like I'm just like annoying. You know what I mean? Do you get PSP in casual 1v1? I have no idea. I don't think I've ever played casual.
No balls.
Before
1 strike.
college, I did. I got kicked out, and no, I'm doing pretty okay without it. You play it too much and it's
No balls.
expensive.
2 strikes.
Here's the thought, Duga, don't give in. You have so many games to play right now. Baldur's Gate, Starfield, My Little Pony Island Adventure 7. I feel that I'm so awkward. I never reach out to people. I'm really bad at it, man. Like, I'm so bad at it. I'm just like a super weird introvert, man. You're playing Starfield already?
1 and 1.
That's gone. I love people that throw, like, right in the strike zone or just on the black of the low part of the zone.
1-2.
Off-speed pitches to a lefty. That's, like, I want to fuck that spot right there. I want to fuck that with my dick. Yeah, and they got 7 My Little Pony games. I don't know, but you probably went with it. You're probably like, yeah, I feel that. Armored Core 6. Dastard has been asking me to play that, I feel like, on every tweet. I say that, I think he's asked me like twice. But I remember it. So it feels like a lot.
Cowboy, why you don't fucking talk?
Oh shit, look at you go, bro.
Why'd you balk me in?
Why'd you balk again?
On Xbox like December, I'm ready for it.
Imagine this in an Arnold voice. Stream star.
Sorry, I didn't want you to get shut out.
Do it already.
I wish I knew. You know what I learned, chat? I wish I learned how to code. Because there's like some cool things that you can do with stream. I don't know how to do it though. I wish I knew how
I
to
was
code.
going to do weekly vids about my autographed card project.
Strike.
Giants.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Warriors. Sharks 1991 Upper Deck and 2019 Allen and Gibbs.
Oh my god. This game will let me check fucking swing. That would be great. You're gonna tell me that again? Oh, but now you are. Yeah, 4th ball down. Yep.
Also, why did the snowman need a wet wipe?
I don't know why.
Because his hearts were sticky.
Yeah, so I should have gone to college, is what I've learned. I really probably should have gone to college. Probably would have been a better. I probably would have been a good.
Dude.
0 and 1.
Shit. I need to have like my own whips. Dude, that'd be sick. That would be neato. Problem is, I don't know anybody like that. Like, he's known, you know what I mean? Like, somebody for a long time for that. If you have a phone, you start with 1. Wait, what? Oh, that's true, because you can well, if you sub yourself with a different account.
It's 0 and 1.
Or are you talking about watching yourself? I shouldn't have left him in. I shouldn't have left him in. I fucked Corbin Burns.
0 and 2.
Hey, Smitty.
There's a Robin on Mars who tells death jokes in Starfield. No jokes.
Dude, I need Clutch to play that game. I feel like he'd like it. Clutch tells... Dude, Clutch had a kid, and the dad jokes wouldn't stop. Yo, Jukes, thank you for 71 months, or 71 biddies, I appreciate it, thank you.
What?
Here we go.
Hey!
Shit. Yo, thank you for the biddies, I appreciate your time, thank you. You're so high right now. Go live your life, dog. I feel like I'm about to give up a home run.
Ask.
Oh, and 1.
Ask your doctor if Yankees baseball is right for you. Side effects may include anxiety, alcohol addiction, mood swings, depression, and in some rare cases, death. Ask your doctor if Yankees baseball is right for you. Side effects may include anxiety.
He's out!
Yo, I swear everyone has fallen asleep on me. Holy shit. Or you all are not 100%ed out.
0 1.
You sleepy little beavers. Holy shit. How do you foul that one off?
1-1.
How do you do it? You gotta be licking my fucking just woke up. Oh my god, what is your sleep schedule? Holy shit. Holy shit. I thought mine was fucked. I feel like we might be best friends forever now. You work nights? Oh, that's different. Alright, well, that's alright. Alright. I was waiting for you to tell me that you've, like, you know, lost control of your life like me. You know, like you wake up at 1 a.m. going, man, I'm wide awake.
Oh, and
Like,
one.
you don't know what to do. No nut for us? Yeah, dude, gotta bottle it up, save it for later. Oh, I have for sure? Oh, okay, welcome to the club then. Let's go, baby. Who's he bringing out? Tyler Rogers. Fastball, slider, and a sinker in the 85s. Okay.
In wide awake, trying to stay away from
Thank you.
Starfield. All I'm going to think about at work tomorrow is playing it. Nothing in
It's
my
that
life
good, huh?
matters anymore.
I heard it's really slow. Like, I heard that for stream it's really slow and tough to, like, get down with. And then the other thing, like, Olivia played a little bit of it on hers. She was like, I wonder if it's all gonna be, like, too gray and stuff. Is it too gray? You're working out? That's what I need to do. I need to get, like, a 24... You know what I'd be sick? Since I'm always, like... Every time I get off stream, I'm like, it's time for you to go to bed. And I just lay there awake for, like, 3 hours. Because, like, I'm all amped up, you know?
1 and 2.
I should get a gym membership. You know what I mean? Is that a base hit? Nope. Damn, that was close. Shit. 3-2 count.
0 and 1.
Holy fuck, he just dotted my goddamn
1 ball, 1 strike.
down, bro. Alright. Salvo Perez, though, don't give a fuck. Alright. Word. I'm going, mama. Jim's too far, get a home setup. That's true. Jim's like fucking like 35, 40 minutes away from me. I ain't driving that far, let's be honest.
Ball.
Oh shit. Come on, baby. Make any game worth it.
Hee-haw.
I feel like in slower games I do kind of weirdly panic, like Baldur's Gate, for instance. I feel like I don't talk enough. Is that odd? Probably me thing.
That's a ball.
Bro, I haven't used my batting cage in a minute.
Ashgabat left but the galaxies in space.
3-1.
Stars, they did an amazing job on it. You can see the Milky Way from Earth in the game.
Oh, interesting.
We got a full count.
Come on, baby. Shit. What kind of psycho uses Tyler Rogers, bro? He throws fucking 3 miles an hour.
Call.
What's up, fifth boy?
Who won?
What do you honestly think about set 4 cards?
I mean, I'm winning right now, but they didn't send that box for Ron. So, you know.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah. And it got revealed because they boxed me.
I need XP, so we're going Gary Whitlock, baby. Don't give up a fucking big fat bomb again, please. Thank you.
Jesus Christ, what are you swinging at?
Shit.
Down. Ball.
Yo, what's up, Red Vine? How you, buddy?
Ball.
Oh, you don't want to swing at that? You're too good for that, huh? You're too good for that.
It would have been an amazing joke if they put the Fallout bunkers and world on Earth for us to travel into. They missed a huge opportunity.
That would have been sick.
He's out of there. He beat
I
it.
honestly wonder though with all the mod tools that have been released. I wonder if we're gonna get like those kind of Earths. You know what I mean? Like there might be a planet where you go and it's like fucking like you create your own shit, right? And with all the like assets from other Bethesda games, I wonder if it's gonna be like, hey man, go to this planet, Skyrim. Here's fucking Fallout. Whatever. You know what I mean? How, you know how sick that
0
would
and
be?
2.
Wow.
How do you even do it though? 'Cause you can't do like the whole war. You're not gonna do the whole fucking. I don't know. You know what I'm saying though? Ground ball.
go.
Smile tomorrow on YouTube. Exclamation point YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. AJ44454. Thank you for the brand new sub. I appreciate it. Celtic with a 2. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's foul.
Oh, don't throw a fastball. This guy. He hit a fucking bomb, didn't he? Shit.
That's it. Ball. 2-1.
You won't be watching? Can I ask why? You watch my streams, you might.
Ball. That's high.
Okay. Because I hate you? Oh, okay.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Son of a bitch. Dog.
Fuck me. Chad, I should have told Kinsler I might have had the last out.
I'm gonna blow this game with fucking Garrett Willock again. Who's ready? Ernie looks good too. That's true. I just feel like I already have it.
How are the turntables?
Damn it. Swing it back.
Thank you for uploading and streaming.
You might have to sub him out. I don't know, buddy. I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna keep him in. I got you. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be fun. You don't put forkballs there, though.
Yo, he should get a card.
Classic lefty slider. Got you. Got you.
Zach Young's pretty gross.
Oh. I've heard it helps if you actually get in the strike zone.
If I walk him, and then if I don't, I'm gonna go to the pen.
Ah, there it is. See? That's how you get strikes. No.
Got him. I'll take that W. Thank you. You want some?
Oh. Oh. Give me that slider away and come on. Come on. Oh. Oh my God. If you're going to pause it, at least sub them out one. Yeah, there you go. Who the fuck is this guy? Oh God. Oh, he finds the strike zone. Oh, it took long enough there, bud. Oh, never mind. Good try, though. Inside 2-seam? Oh, inside 4-seam! Oh, there we go, boys. Oh. God, there's no way it's this Cowboy, because Cowboy ain't that pussy enough to not challenge me. I mean, I know Austin's scared of me, but I didn't think Cowboy was. Oh! Oh, let's go. Fucking battling. Fucking love to see it. Oh. Oh, sir, what are you doing? Oh. Gotta be decisive there, bud.
That do be prayer, I guess. I don't tell you what.
Oh my God. This game is so racist. Oh, if Ricky Henderson was white. If Ricky Henderson was white. Oh. Ah, good on you. That was a good. See, but I know 100. That was Cowboy because Austin's not quick enough to do that. Ooh. There's no way this is Austin too. Austin has zero discipline. This isn't Austin. Uh, mm. When are you gonna get to a 3-0 count and actually like walk and not ground out? There you go. That's how you lay off this low sinker. Didn't know you knew how to do that. Oh, I thought I was gonna get the Soto shuffle. Oh, it's close! God damn it! Oh, I knew that was gonna be risky. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta stop throwing you sinkers! Fuck! Oh my god. If you're gonna hit me, come on, hit me. Don't miss me. All that backdoor slider does is tell me that you just too afraid of him, Mickey. Don't know what. See? If you're gonna hit him, hit him. Ugh. Ooh, needed to bring in fucking triple digits. I got you. I got you. Doesn't mean you can hit with triple digits. It's gotta be outside. Maybe. I don't know. I know it's fastball. That's not what they mean by a back foot slider there, bad.
That missed. That's a ball.
You really think I'm stealing with Mickey? How the fuck would I do that? Give me on my 12-6. Oh, have you only? Oh yeah, give me that one slider. I forgot. What is this? 12-6 curve? Probably not. Oh, circle change. Ooh, this man knows he can't throw anything but a fucking fastball. Oh, yeah, you don't want to throw breaking balls in the zone. I got you. Throw me that. Yeah, there you go. Oh, oh, that was fun. That was good at bat. I'll take that. 7 pitches. Ooh. You don't want to throw your the 2 pitches there. There it is. There it is. I was waiting for you to break out that 12-6. What the fuck? Playing on Austin's laggy ass internet, so I can't check swing.
That's a ball. One ball, no strikes.
If you like that.
Sorry, I'm not playing on Austin's shitty ass internet. I'm playing on Austin's shitty ass hotspot.
That's a ball. Ball.
There it is. There's the strike zone. What, inside fastball? Yeah, inside fastball. Oof.
It's 0-1.
What are you doing?
Strike. Time.
That's Austin. Yep. It's because Cowboy knows not to swing at my bullshit. At least the first two pitches.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Because you know not to swing at this. Nope. Ooh, good take. I'll give you that.
1-0. That's it.
Oh. Ooh, yeah. Cowboy loves that high inside fastball, so this has got to be Austin.
That's a ball. 3-0.
It is both of them.
3
Right.
balls and no strikes.
Ooh, the power of the inside fastball. Oh, it's like I don't even have to do anything.
What's the score?
4-3 me.
How did you let them score?
They had box on it. They had first and third. I balked in a run. And then I gave up a 2-run home run on a slider I left over the plate. But then immediately after I gave up that 2-run home run, I got a 2-run home run.
1-2. He's got time.
Why the fuck would you bring in this shitter? Fucking Alaze? What the fuck? Keep in mind, Alaze is good in real life, but this card, it ain't it.
Talking about the Cub?
Yeah, Alaze.
I thought it was Alizé.
No, that's inside.
The O is after the Z, so it's Alaz. Or Alaze.
Ball 4. Take your base.
I wasn't even paying attention for that entire at bat. I just got like essentially 4 pitch walked. Oh! Bucks come back to bite him in the ass. Wow. I love this poetic justice. I mean, I essentially hit. Ow.
This didn't go well.
Ooh! Finally!
1-1.
Oh, you hit the strike zone. Took long enough there, bud. Don't you dare put anything in the zone for Seager. There it is. There it is. See, that's painting, Cowboy. Missing the zone by 2 feet, that's not painting. Like, it's not. Imagine how much better this trash talk would be if they actually, like, responded. Probably gonna try to backdoor slider me again.
Ball
Nope.
4, runner, take your base.
Oh, there it is!
Nope. Ball. On the track. Out.
Too ready. Way too ready for that. God.
1 and 2. Ball.
It's like he doesn't want to tie this game up.
Zero balls, 1 strike. No balls, 2 strikes.
Haha. Cowboy, he said you have no balls.
Attaboy.
No, that missed. That's a ball. Ball.
Had to end like this. Oh. Okay, don't react.
Fucking perfect again. Jesus Christ.
No, safe. Oh, 1. Timeout.
Fuck. Oh my god, that could have ended so badly. God, it didn't.
Oh my god. Getting tired of this. Austin, get off your goddamn hotspot.
Get out of here, bitch. Let's go.
That's a ball.
Yes, sir.
Ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
God! Get it off, you goddamn hot! Kidding me! Get a goddamn pitch! Fuck you! God, fucking. Fuck that.
Oh. Of course. Perfect warning track. you guys with the fucking Austin's hotspot Wi-Fi.
Yeah, because when I play Mamba online and I throw that exact same pitcher, I have his timing down. Every single pitch I threw to you was fucking very late. So,
That's out.
I just gotta love that a core mechanic in the game called jumping doesn't, happen.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike. I got a ball, one strike. One ball, two strikes.
I'm gonna rank game right now.
Oh, he's trying to get another victim? Yeah, don't play him. Doesn't even matter. No, they don't need to know. They're not playing you. Not when they're on Austin's shitty ass Wi-Fi. He doesn't get another victim.
Oh no, trust me, they won't win.
No, don't even give him the chance. They're gonna bitch at you because they're gonna say that like the players you grinded for like they're a god squad, so you're not allowed to use them. And they bring in John Donaldson. They're also gonna fucking probably make it through it's like 7 innings or some other dumb shit because they don't want to tell you what rules they changed because they don't actually want an even game.
Oh yeah, if y'all gonna play with box, I won't do it. I don't do box.
No shit, sit there and use fucking Houston's shitty ass stadium.
Dude, I gave up 3 hits and I got like 17 strikeouts. Oh.
0-1.
That's his 9th strikeout. I got more strikeouts than you, buddy.
Oh, 1's the count. 0-2's the count.
Oh, Jock Peterson goes
0-1. 2.
Oh! Oh! Let's go! That's a double. Let's go, Cody. Top of the 7th. I'm up 1-0. Oh, that was mine. Oh, shit. Good morning. What a ball! Man, because like when you fucking time it out,
Well, Warner Brothers Picture Studios kept creating massive superhero films using The Dark Knight as their template. What specific specific parallel that I could draw here is President Truman standing in for Warner Brothers. Without Oppenheimer's knowledge or consent, the bombs created at Los Alamos were deployed in the field. Meanwhile, WB took their entire 2021 movie slate and dropped it onto HBO Max without consulting any of their partners. That move specifically appalled Nolan, who felt blindsided by that decision, and he ditched Warner as a partner. Likewise, the government's decision to use the bombs instead of sharing the knowledge to the wider world led to a rift between Oppenheimer and the military, as his advice was ignored and he was pushed further and further away from the decision-making process. Years and years later, after the dust settles, both men return to what they were doing before. Oppenheimer teaches, and Nolan returns to movie-making outside the franchise ecosystem, with his movies like Dunkirk and Tenet. But despite this, they both continue to work against their former benefactors. We've already spoken about how Nolan and WB had a falling out, but Oppenheimer's insistence to speak out against the H-bomb program earned him the ire of government figures like Louis Strauss, and his security clearance was revoked in an embarrassing semi-public trial. And you see, this is where we're at in Nolan's story currently. Despite Bad Blood, our Strauss stand-in Warner Brothers is trying to woo him back to work on their projects, but our allegorical Oppenheimer Christopher Nolan isn't really interested in doing things the way they want to. Nolan just flat out is not interested in working on the studio's superhero mega franchises anymore, and he's keen to let the world know it. During the press tour for Oppenheimer, when asked if he would do any more superhero films, Nolan replied with a very quick and curt no.
After Batman, do you want to direct another superhero movie?
No. And it's obvious to see why. I mean, just look at what these mega franchises have done to cinema in the past few years. We've talked about it a lot on this channel already, but studios are pumping more and more money into their big, brand-driven, super-powered action movies, chasing the box office numbers pulled in by those Dark Knight films. But that just isn't a sustainable model. In a lot of ways, those early Chris Nolan Batman movies set off a chain reaction that ultimately led to massive bombs like The Flash earlier this year. To me, this is actually the most compelling comparison between these two men. For Alfie, there was this worry that the atomic test at Los Alamos was going to set off a chain reaction that would ignite the atmosphere and destroy the world. Now, obviously, that didn't end up happening, but in the most chilling scene of the whole movie, Oppenheimer tells us that he's afraid that he did set off a chain reaction that would destroy the world. It wasn't one bomb, it was unlocking the power of the atom in general, leading to bigger and bigger weaponry that would ultimately lead to nuclear annihilation. Nolan, meanwhile, inadvertently set off a similar chain reaction across Hollywood. With all the money now getting funneled into mega franchises, he effectively helped to kill off the low and mid-budget movies that started his career. And now, as those big movies fail one after the other, the industry as a whole is collapsing. The world of Hollywood has literally been set on fire. That being said, this is where our big twist of this whole allegory comes in. Because Oppenheimer the film has so many parallels to Nolan's own life, we can actually use the end of Offie's story to predict what Nolan is going to do next. Clearly, Nolan isn't done with big budget cinema, and he's doing his best to use his name to pull weight within the world of filmmaking. Nolan will want to pull things back to a reasonable scale, telling stories that are good while also pushing the art form forward. And to do it, just like Oppenheimer tried to join the development of the hydrogen bomb to steer it in a direction he preferred, I suspect Nolan will be going back to the mega franchises. In fact, I think we can even pinpoint which ones he's gonna do. Hear me out and quote me later, Christopher Nolan will direct a Star Wars movie, also a James Bond movie. Why those two specifically? Well, first of all, a James Bond project would fit Nolan's down-to-earth style perfectly. He's even expressed interest in it. During the press tour for Oppenheimer, he said this.
I love those movies. The influence of those movies on my filmography is embarrassingly apparent. It would be an amazing privilege to do one.
But the more interesting direction here, the possibility of a Christopher Nolan Star Wars film. You see, like so many of us here on the internet, Nolan has some strong capital O opinions about the Star Wars franchise, especially what makes them so successful. The way he sees it, a lot of people think that the Star Wars franchise has only worked because of its story, and he disagrees with that entirely. He thinks that while the plot is important, these sorts of movies also need to push technology along, to make something new and cool with its visual effects. It has to be spectacle alongside story. And by the looks of it, he's not just interested in diagnosing the problem, it seems like he's interested in finding the cure himself. During that same interview where he said point blank that he wouldn't do any more superhero movies, Nolan specifically declined to answer when he was asked about Star Wars.
Would you like to make a Star Wars movie?
Pass.
Sounds to me like someone who's in negotiations with Disney, which makes me wonder, will Nolan be able to make it happen? If he is able to make more movies in these mega franchises, will he be able to steer them into something better, something more meaningful, something more cinematic? Or will his guidance be ignored, just like Oppenheimer's was? But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory. And cut. And hey, if you want to check out some of our older film theories about the Chris Nolan Batman movies that started this whole chain reaction...
Get out of here.
hear no shit. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. If I used NordVPN, my dog wouldn't have been able to find me because I'd be in Singapore, actually. NordVPN. Your dog can find you, but your internet service provider can't. Okay, so believe it or not, I actually do use NordVPN in real life, but I use it for a different reason than any other talking point you've ever heard in a Nord ad ever, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys that today. Alright, so let's say I want to start working on a new video, so I hop over to Google to find some sources. We pull up Google, and let's see what we come up with. Let's say I want to do a video on Imo Koivunen, the Finnish guy that took a bunch of Pervidin. Google that, here's what pops up. I've got a Wikipedia page, and then a bunch of websites that just regurgitate the same article over and over and over again. Now, I know that Imo is from Finland, so if I hop over to NordVPN and I actually change my location from America to Finland, hopefully, since it's his native language, it'll give me some better sources. 2 seconds later, I'm now connected to Finland, and as far as anybody on the internet is concerned, I am a Finnish guy in Finland browsing the web. Now, we just go back and I hit refresh, and as you can see, I have a bunch of different sources, all about Imo Koivunen. So we're just going to pick one, then I go up here, I hit translate, and now I have a new source of information for my video on Imo that I never would have been able to find were it not for NordVPN. And it has a bunch of other use cases on top of that, so if you wanted to check it out for yourself, you can go to nordvpn.com/thefatelectrician. Now let's get back to this video. Our story takes place during the Korean War, which is kind of an issue because most people know absolutely nothing about the Korean War, and it's kind of important for context. So, we're going to do a real quick and dirty oversimplification of the entire thing. Super casual, 60 seconds. We're going to learn most people do in their entire K-12 education. Go ahead and start the timer. Here we go. July 25th, 1950. Communist North Korea, backed by Communist China and the Soviet Union, decides that they are going to attack South Korea and try to take over the entire peninsula. Over the course of the next 5 to 6 weeks, they would almost accomplish their goal, beating the South Korean military all the way to the base of the peninsula, and it is not looking good. But luckily, NATO shows up at the last minute to save the day. The NATO forces are like 90% American, but there's also some British, some Canadian, some Australian, and like 12 other countries on top of that, and they have a huge amphibious landing in Incheon, and they proceed to turn the tables on the North Koreans entirely, beating them all the way back into North Korea, and then they continue to advance, beating them all the way up the peninsula and almost to the border of China. So now the Chinese government's kind of shitting their pants because NATO's like 30 miles off their border, and they can't have NATO coming up in their territory with their democracy and their human rights and their food. They've got to do something about this. So China comes out of left field with their big-ass military, joins the fight, takes NATO completely by surprise, beats them all the way back down the peninsula to pretty much the original North and South Korean border, and this is where our story begins. I'm not trying to brag, but that was under 60 seconds, and I got a Lord of the Rings reference in there. I'm having a really good day. Okay, now that we're on the same page, October 1952, here's what the front line looks like. Each one of those triangles represents a hill, and on top of those hills is a bunch of NATO troops. Basically, at this point in time, NATO is now just trying to hold this line long enough to force the communists to sign a peace treaty and preserve South Korea. Because, as it turns out, this hills is almost the exact same border that South Korea was before, so if they can utilize these hills to hold the high ground, maybe they can get this accomplished. Why do they want to hold the high ground? Well, because the high ground's awesome, isn't it, Anakin? Yeah, anyways, if I could bring your attention to the furthest triangle on the left where it says the Nevada cities. That is not actually one hill, but 3 smaller hills in a close triangular formation, commonly referred to as the Iron Triangle. Each one of these hills is named after one of the 3 Nevada gambling cities, Reno, Carson, and Vegas. The reason that NATO named them after the Nevada gambling cities is because it is a gamble as to whether or not the Marine Corps is going to be able to hold that position. Because if Chinese Communist forces are going to try to break through this line, it's probably going to be right there in the Nevada cities, because then they will have a direct path to the capital of Seoul, and if they're able to capture Seoul, it'll be absolutely devastating to NATO's ability to negotiate a peace treaty. So the United States Marine Corps absolutely has to hold this position, and most importantly, they have to hold Outpost Vegas because it is the highest of the 3 hills, and if they lose Vegas, they are almost guaranteed to lose the other 2. Alright, so here's the plan. Each one of these hills is going to have 40 Marines and 2 Navy corpsmen on top. These hills are so steep that the only way to get up there is by foot. They're like a 45-degree angle all the way up. So, the Marines aren't able to get trucks up there. They're not able to get tanks up there. The only thing they can get up there is barbed wire, shovels for digging trenches, guns, and 75mm recoilless rifles. These recoilless rifles are pretty much going to be the Marines' only chance of defending themselves if they do get attacked. The problem with it is, though, since you can't get a truck up on this hill, now the Marines have to carry all the ammunition up themselves, and each shell weighs approximately 24 pounds. So who's
making the excuses now, cowboy?
Two at a time absolutely sucks. The Marines get permission ammunition to buy a horse or a mule or a donkey or something. So they go down to Seoul and they start looking. And obviously, the first place they choose to investigate is the horse racetrack in Seoul. Is there probably going to be a pack animal at a racetrack for sale? No, probably not, because that's racehorses, and racehorses don't make good pack animals. But that is the one place that's going to have alcohol and gambling, so you best believe that's where the Marines are going to check first. But as fate would have it, they would meet up with a horse trainer and jockey by the name of Kim Hook Moon, who would be willing to reluctantly sell his horse, Chim Hai, which translates to flame in the morning. He absolutely did not want to sell this horse. He described it as the most beautiful and intelligent horse on the planet, but he did it for $250 because he had to buy his sister a prosthetic leg. I believe her name was Peggy. Or was it Eileen? Anyways, the Marines buy this horse, they throw her in a trailer, they take her back to camp. From there, she immediately goes into what the Marines call hoof camp. Get it? Hoof camp, boot camp. That's funny. Moving on. The first thing they do is try to get the horse acclimated to battle by firing the recoilless rifle near her. And the first time they fired this rifle, this horse jumped 4 feet straight into the air and freaked the fuck out. Then they calmed her down, they fired it again. Still scared out of her mind. And they fired it again and again. And by the 8th time they fired it, she was completely calm, and a recoilless rifle never scared her ever again. From there, barbed wire. She learned not to get too close to the back end of the recoilless rifles because the blowback could hurt her. She learned that whenever a Marine yelled incoming, she needed to run to a nearby bunker, or if she wasn't near a bunker, she learned how to lay down. After she completed her training, the Marines ordered her a special saddle to be made and shipped all the way from America that would allow her to carry a bunch of recoilless rifle rounds. Until then, though, she began helping the Marines any way she could, mainly by helping string communications cable between the different outposts and the ammunition point, and she could string more cable than 10 men combined. At this point, the Marines really started to like this horse, so they decided they were going to give her a new name, Reckless, named after the recoilless rifles, which were commonly referred to as reckless rifles. And from that point on, she just became another one of the guys, and that's exactly how the Marines started treating her. She began eating whatever the Marines were eating. She loved bacon and eggs, she loved beer, and apparently, if you were ever having mixed drinks, Reckless would walk up to you, nudge you with her head, and stick out her lower lip, and let you mix a mixed drink directly into her mouth. Then, her special saddle shows up, and she starts kicking ass on the battlefield. She delivers 6 rounds at a time, and she can make a trip from the ammo point to the firing position twice as fast as any man can, and he's only carrying 2 rounds. She delivers so much ammo that over the course of a couple battles, the Chinese actually start to target Reckless. And this ends up being a horrific mistake, because the millisecond that Marine Corps leadership figures out that they're trying to target Reckless, they flip the script, turn around to the Marines, and they're like, boys, they're trying to kill Reckless so they can eat her because they're starving communists. At which point, all the Marines responded with, okay, the Marines are absolutely furious. This is worse than fucking with Doc. We've got multiple Docs. We've only got one Reckless. We can't allow this to happen. Fighting that much harder. And they have more ammo to fight even harder with because Reckless is right there with them bearing ammo the entire time. From this part in, at one point they're working adjacent to the Australian military, and the Australians are so blown away by Reckless that they come up to meet her after the skirmish, and they actually give her one of their campaign hats as a reward for being such a badass on the battlefield. Reckless and the Marines fight and hold the line for the next 5 months, and by March of 1953, peace talks between North and South Korea are well underway, and it's beginning to finally look like this war might come to a peaceful resolution. But on March 26th, the Chinese Marines trying to break through the line after the Madison 4,000. For the next 4 days, the Marine Corps and the Chinese fight over these hills. The Chinese take the hill, the Marines take it back. The Chinese take the hill, the Marines take it back. Eventually, it got to the point where nobody could hold the top of the hill, and you just had the Chinese on one slope of the hill and the Marines on the other. They said that there was so much artillery gave way to what seemed like a constant, persistent war. For 4 days, they were completely unable to verbally communicate, and they could only talk to each other via hand signals. And because of all this noise, the Marine Corps observers weren't able to effectively communicate with the Marine Corps artillery and mortars, meaning that the artillery and mortars were just firing blindly into the general vicinity of where it should be. Meaning that the only effective fire the Marine Corps has in this fight is coming from the recoilless rifles, because they don't require a forward observer, and they don't require communication. The men with the recoilless rifles are the ones spotting the enemy and firing the gun. The recoilless rifles are now the key to
to winning this battle, and they absolutely have to stay up and running, and they have to get this ammunition up to these hills to fight back. The problem is the ammo point is 750 yards away from the firing position, up a 45-degree angle hill that is constantly being pounded with enemy artillery fire, while it's also covered. The fact that the ammunition has to get there, so they load 8 rounds into Reckless's pack, and they send her up the hill. And the men at the ammunition depot know that it's probably the last time they're ever going to see her again because they've just sent her off to her death. But despite that, she somehow makes it to the firing position. The Marines there unload the ammo and stick a wounded Marine on her back as they send her back down the hill, also feeling as though they're sending her to her death, and it's the last time they're ever going to see their favorite horse. But they're wrong. Over and over and over again they're wrong, because every 20 minutes like clockwork, Reckless is back at the firing position, bringing more ammunition, and then she's back at the ammunition depot, dropping off wounded Marines. And she does this all day long, and with every trip she makes, she becomes less and less of a horse, and more the only sign of hope that things. It's quite literally an animal of prey, whose only defensive measure to danger is to run away and stand here and fight through all of this. That fuck, maybe they can too. Despite being struck by shrapnel twice, Reckless kept the Marines so well stocked with ammunition that they managed to melt one of the barrels of the 75mm recoilless rifles. On the first day of battle alone, she made 51 round trips to the firing line, covering over 35 miles, delivering 386 rounds of ammunition, totaling over 9,000 pounds, and that's not including all the Marines that she carried back down the hill. At the end of the first day of battle, they took Reckless, gave her all the food and water that she would eat or drink, and then they laid her down to bed. She got to sleep for 6 hours before the first enemy artillery shell impacted, and with that, she was back up and ready to do it all over again, and she repeated her performance from the day prior. At the end of the second day, nobody held Outpost Vegas at the top of the hill. The Chinese held one slope, and the Marines held the other, and it is at this point that the Marine Corps leadership decided that if they can't hold the high ground, there just isn't going to be a high ground anymore. They called in the Marine Air Wing, and on the morning of the third day of battle, the Marine Corps dropped 26 tons of ordnance on top of the hill, completely leveling every defensive structure and anything else that was up there. By the end of the third day, the Marines had taken the top of the hill where Outpost Vegas used to be, but then they saw that the Chinese were falling back into a ravine, and they were going to go down the hill entirely. This is absolutely terrible because there aren't enough Marines on Outpost Vegas, Carson, and Reno combined to be able to go down there and stop the Chinese. If they're going to stand any chance in a fight, they have to have a high ground, so they absolutely cannot give it up. The problem is, on the backside of the hill that Outpost Vegas is on, is where the ammunition depot is, as well as a mess tent that's been converted into an aid station with over 200 wounded Marines. And there's nothing that the Marines on top of the outpost can do to stop them. Then the Marines at Outpost Carson get an idea, and they send a runner with a note to the aid station as fast as they can. He gives the note to the commander of the aid station, who then tries to read the note to all 200 wounded Marines, but the artillery fire is so loud that he can't be heard. So he resorts to just handing the note to one Marine, who hands it to the next, and the next, and the next. And after reading the note, every Marine hangs his head for a second and gets on his feet, because the note reads, Chinese coming around the hill, dropping smoke. Walk out into the smoke, throw grenades at smell of garlic. Apparently the Chinese military at this point smelled like garlic. I have no idea why, but it was a thing. And after all 200 Marines had read the note, they all stood up, grabbed every grenade that they could find, and began walking 500 yards out to where the smoke screen was. It's 11 o'clock at night, it's dark, it's eerie, it's dead silent. The Marines aren't saying a word because they all know that this is probably going to be the end. They're calling for walking wounded to rejoin the fight, and that's never, ever a good thing. And they're making their way to the smoke screen. They finally get there, and they take a few steps into the smoke, and they just stand there and they wait. And they wait, and after 10 minutes, there's a faint smell of garlic, and it keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and the Marines know what's going to come next, but they just don't know when to start throwing these grenades. And then off in the distance in the smoke, they hear a single cough, and all the Marines just begin throwing these grenades into the smoke screen. Within a matter of seconds, they're throwing over 500 grenades into the smoke. And that was it. There was nothing left to do but stand there and wait for the enemy to come and get them. So that's what they did. They stood there and they waited, and the smell of garlic got a little bit fainter and a little bit fainter, and finally the Marines are like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. So they walked back to the aid station, went to bed, woke up the next morning, and holy shit, the enemy artillery completely stopped and the battle was over. They would later find out that the Chinese suffered over 4,000 casualties trying to break through the Marine line, and after the incident at 11 o'clock at night with the smoke screen at the aid station, they simply could not afford to lose any more men and were forced to retreat. So that was it. The Marines did it. Against all odds, somehow the Marines managed to hold the line against a vastly superior force. Larger force, not superior force. Very important detail. Preventing the enemy from retaking Seoul,
outside.
giving NATO the political leverage needed to negotiate peace talks, and establishing and preserving the South Korea that we know today. And arguably, it's all because of a single horse that absolutely refused to give up on her fellow Marines. And because of this, Reckless is declared the hero of Outpost Vegas, and she is awarded the rank of corporal in the United States Marine Corps. Shortly after the battle, the Marines get rotated out by a brigade from the Turkish military, and the Marines finally get some much-deserved R&R. After that, the warplay is starting to wind down, so the Marines are going to pack up all their shit. They're going to board a Navy LST, which is basically an amphibious landing ship. That ship's going to take them all the way to Incheon, and then from there, they're just going to kind of hang out for a while and wait for the peace treaty to get signed. But since they're flying a Navy vessel, they have to come up with a manifest.
All ones that count.
Supplies, how many guys they got, all the equipment, how much everything weighs, yada, yada, yada. On the manifest, they write down one horse, Reckless, corporal type. The manifest makes its way to the captain of the LST. He's supposed to sign off on everything. He sees horse, and he's like, what the fuck? The Marines are probably just messing with me. They're not actually bringing a horse on my ship. It's probably just like a pallet of beer, and they wanted to let me know to account for the weight. It's fine. He signs off on the manifest,
that's out.
sends it back. It's all good. Fast forward a couple of weeks, the Marines start loading all their stuff up on the boat. Then they go to bring Corporal Reckless up on the ship, and the captain is like, whoa, absolutely not. You're not bringing a horse on my ship. I've had the cleanest ship in the Navy for 2 years running, and this horse is going to ruin it. To which the Marines are like, bro, you signed the manifest. This is happening. Get over it. One thing leads to another. Corporal Reckless gets on the ship. Once they get Reckless, all the equipment and all the Marines on board, the ship takes off, and all the Navy members are kind of nervous about Reckless and the Marines because it's not normal for Marines to care this much about an animal, and they're not treating Reckless with the respect that she deserves. So, when they demand Reckless gets fed bacon, eggs, and beer just like the Marines, the Navy absolutely refuses, and they said they're only going to give her cabbage and wheat. So that's what they do. This upsets Reckless's stomach, and she just eats the shit all over this boat for the next 3 days. A couple days later, Reckless is feeling better. They're almost in Incheon. They're about to port, get off this boat. Everything's going to be great. At this point, the Marine Corps officers have a brilliant idea. They decide, hey, us and our men just went through one of the bloodiest battles in American military history. The horse has been sick this entire time. You know what would make everybody a lot happier? If instead of just parking the fucking boat and getting off like normal people, what if we did an amphibious landing? You know, for fun and training and stuff. Wouldn't that be great? To which all the enlisted men are like, fucking fine. Whatever. Let's just do it and get it over with. So,
no balls,
they make an amphibious landing in Incheon for training, but guess what? Reckless doesn't understand that it's for training. She thinks this shit's for real. So, Reckless becomes the only horse in Marine Corps history to successfully make an amphibious landing. So the Marines get settled down in Incheon, and that's when they notice that there's a horse all over the news. It's in every newspaper, in every magazine, it's on every radio broadcast. The entire world is talking about this horse, but it's not Corporal Reckless. It's some horse over in America called Native Dancer. It's the greatest horse in the world. It's going to win the Kentucky Derby, blah, blah, blah. And the Marines are kind of getting pissed because they know for a fact that they have the best horse in the world, and it's Corporal Reckless, not Native Dancer. And the Marines are willing to put their money where their mouth is because they pull together over $25,000, which is like over $250,000 in today's money. And they publicly offer it up as a wager to the owner of Native Dancer. Hey, bring your horse over to South Korea, beat Reckless in a race,
one ball,
you can have the money.
2 strikes.
But this wasn't just going to be any race. This was going to be called the Paddy Derby. It was a 1.5-mile course uphill through rice paddies, and each horse wasn't going to have a rider, and they were going to have to carry 192 pounds of ammunition. Unfortunately for everybody, Native Dancer's owner decided that they were not going to partake in this competition, so now the Marines kind of just hung out until the end of the war. Then the order comes down, hey, pack your shit, it's time to go home. The Marines are like, cool, great, grand, wonderful, how are we going to get Reckless home? At which point, the leadership over at the Marine Corps is like, well, here's the thing, we don't think that the taxpayers would appreciate spending their money to transport this horse all the way back to America, so we're just going to abandon her here. To which the entire Marine Corps is like, the fuck you are. They go into full samurai mode. They're going to figure out how to get Corporal Reckless back to America through the back channels, whatever it takes. So they end up getting a hold of a public company called Pacific Transport, and they convince the owner to take Reckless all the way back to America. The only problem is Pacific Transport doesn't go to South Korea. The closest he can get is to Japan. Okay, cool. Now we just have to get Reckless from South Korea to Japan. Reckless's platoon then gets a hold of the Marine Corps Air Wing, and they convince those Marines to let them smuggle Reckless onto a cargo plane going from South Korea to Japan. From there, they get Reckless onto the Pacific Transport ship. They take him all the way back to San Francisco, where the Marines are going to re-meet back up with Reckless. Okay, fast forward, the Marines make it to San Francisco, the Pacific transport ship makes it to San Francisco. The Marines go there to pick up Reckless, at which point they find out that Customs beat them there, and Customs called the Department of Agriculture, and the Department of Agriculture said, we're going to have this horse destroyed because she could have diseases. The Marines then explained to this guy from the Department of Agriculture, look, this is a war hero, you're not killing this horse, she's coming with us. At which point, the Department of Agriculture guy is like, oh no, she's staying here and we're going to have her destroyed. Now, the Marines are kind of looking around at each other, they're looking at this pencil pusher from the Department of Agriculture, and the Marines, without saying a word, have just communicated with their eyes, we're actually going to have to kill this guy and hide the body. Department of Agriculture guy is finally starting to piece together how quickly and how far this might escalate, and he finally comes to his senses, and he's like, okay, well, just maybe, I'll take a blood sample, I'll take it to the lab, and if she doesn't have any diseases, we'll release her. To which the Marines are like, that's a solid call. So the guy takes the blood sample, says it'll take him about a week to get the results, go ahead and just leave the horse here, you guys can head out. At which the Marines said, nah, we're going to stay with the horse. And the agriculture guy is like, that's not necessary. And the Marines are like, oh, yeah, it is. Because at this point, the Marines have come to the conclusion that the communists were trying to kill Reckless for food, and American bureaucracy is trying to kill Reckless just for fun, and they cannot let her out of their sight ever again. So, agriculture guy gets a blood sample, he leaves, the Marines hang out with the horse for a little while, and they're like, oh, hey, there was a Marine Corps ball tonight. Reckless is a Marine, let's go. Then they smuggled Reckless out of the ship. Then they smuggled her out of the port. Then, somehow, they got her all the way across San Francisco, into the building, up the freight elevator, and they made it to the Marine Corps ball. Reckless walks in, and she has just given every Marine in that room the excuse they were looking for to get absolutely hammered. Everybody's drinking beer, eating cake, including Corporal Reckless, and Reckless is also eating all the flower decorations in the daytime. Everybody wakes up the next morning, super hungover. They all go out, they get breakfast, bacon, eggs, give some to Reckless.
No balls,
now,
2 strikes.
The problem. They kind of have smuggled this horse out.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
They also can't let the government find out where the horse is because the government is actively trying to destroy her for no reason. Then, once Reckless gets to Camp Pendleton, the American public finds out that Reckless made it home, and everybody's super pumped. They want to know all about it. The news is getting involved. America's celebrating because fucking America's warhorse made it home. This is awesome. At which point, the high-ranking Marine officers that were going to abandon her are like, holy shit, wow, what a great idea. You guys smuggled her all the way here, and we're just going to take credit for it because this is going really well for us. We had no idea that the American public would be okay with us doing the right thing and bringing a war hero home. We thought the American public wanted us spending millions and billions of dollars teaching fucking pigeons how to drive missiles and strapping napalm bombs onto bats and shit. We had no idea that doing the right thing would be so popular. So then they throw a big parade. They have gets promoted to E5 sergeant in the Marine Corps. They hook her up with this cool-ass blanket. She gets awarded 2 Purple Hearts, 1 for each piece of shrapnel she took during the battle of Las Vegas. It's a huge deal. She starts doing commercials, endorsements. The rule with that was she doesn't work for free. She's willing to do charity events for free. Anything else, if somebody wanted her to endorse a product, it had to be a product she actually liked. If it was food, it better be food she liked. If it was a drink, it better be a drink that she liked drinking. Otherwise, she wasn't going to do it. And those companies had to pay $1,000 for the privilege of working with Sergeant Reckless, and that money went to a charity for the Marine Corps. And here's the thing with Reckless being a sergeant, most animals are like, oh, they're such and such rank, they're this rank, but they're not actually that rank. It's just like a symbolic thing. With Reckless, it was not a symbolic thing. The Marines treated her like she was truly and legitimately a sergeant in the Marine Corps. Nobody that was a lower rank than her was allowed to give her orders or tell her what to do, okay? If the privates were standing around eating food and stuff, and Reckless wandered up and nudged one, that was an order to share some food, and that private needed to obey it. She was given her own private stable right outside the post commander's house, and there was a standing order that she was never to carry anything heavier than her blanket ever again. Sergeant Reckless even had an assistant. Every time they got a batch of new recruits, they would find out who the farm kid was, and he would be tasked with taking care of Sergeant Reckless. Now, part of taking care of Sergeant Reckless was taking her out for her daily exercise. Now, how do you exercise a horse if you can't ride a horse because there's a standing order that she can't carry anything heavier than her blanket? And even if she could, you wouldn't be allowed to ride her because she's a higher rank than you. I have no idea. Neither did the Marine Corps, so they told this private, fucking figure it out. So this kid just had to start running next to Reckless 5 miles a day, every day. This pattern carried on. Every time a new kid came, he just started running 5 miles a day with Reckless, and it became a running joke. Literally running joke that whoever was taking care of Reckless was an in-shape Marine in the Marine Corps. After a little while, the PR started to die down, but the high-ranking officers in the Marine Corps didn't want that to happen because having the Marine Corps in the headlines all the time was really good. So they concocted a plan to stay in the headlines even longer. They were going to get some badass, thoroughbred, Kentucky Derby winning racehorse in here to have a kid with Sergeant Reckless. So that's exactly what they do. They find the thoroughbred horse they're going to breed her with. They hire this PR firm to get ready for all the news and publicity and blah, blah, blah. And then in true military fashion, the officers then proceed to not tell anybody that they fucking should. You know, like the private that's in charge of taking care of Sergeant Reckless. So from his perspective, one day he gets an order, seemingly for no fucking reason, to take Sergeant Reckless over to the normal horse stables, which never, ever happens, and stick her into an empty pen. So that's what he does, and he's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go get lunch now, or take a shit, or whatever. So he leaves for a minute, and one of the other Marines comes by, and then sticks just your normal garden variety Marine bucket horse in the same pen as Reckless, not knowing it was Reckless, because Reckless is never in those pens anyways. So, fast forward a little bit, Sergeant Reckless's assistant comes back, and Reckless and this bucking horse are midway through a horizontal jogging session, and he's not about to get in there and stop it. Okay, now Sergeant Reckless's assistant is having a full-on panic attack because Sergeant Reckless, the pride of the Marine Corps, is currently getting taken to Pound Town on his watch, and he is definitely going to be in trouble for it. So as soon as they finish, he runs in, gets Reckless, takes her in the barn, he's brushing out her mane, he's getting the scratches off of her sides, he's trying to hide all the evidence. And then while they're in the barn taking care of that, that other bucking horse gets taken out of the pen, and this big old fancy truck pulls up with this big old fancy trailer, and this big-ass Kentucky Derby winning thoroughbred racehorse gets unloaded and put in the pen that Reckless was just in. He gets done cleaning Reckless up in the barn, takes her out, and everybody's like, bro, what are you doing? Reckless is supposed to be in there with this other horse. Get him in there. So then all those guys leave to get lunch or do whatever, and Sergeant Reckless's assistant is like, okay, there's no way I'm leaving. I'm not going to have this happen again. I'm going to stay here the entire time and make sure there's no hanky-panky, there'll be no riding the baloney pony around here ever again. I got to make sure this does not happen. So he sits there and cock-blocks this thoroughbred the entire time. So as far as he's concerned, mission accomplished. Nobody ever needs to know that Reckless got deflowered on his watch. It's going to be fun. Then, fast forward, 8 days later, he shows up at Reckless's stable first thing in the morning to take care of her, and there's a bunch of high-ranking military officers and a bunch of news crews right outside the stable. He rolls up like, what's going on? And the general is like, Reckless is pregnant. And he's like, oh, okay, that's a good thing. And they're like, yeah, no, that's great, that's a terrific thing. At this point, the news crews have kind of put together that this is a kid in charge of taking care of Sergeant Reckless, so one of them yells out, hey, what's the name of that thoroughbred racehorse that she's having the baby with again? At which point, he just responds like, what are you talking about? I don't know its name, it was just one of the random Marine bucking horses we had in the pen. Record scratch, dead silence, pure confusion. The general grabs this private, yanks him around the corner of the stable, is like, what the fuck did you just say? So he explains to the general everything that happened, and the general is like, you idiot, Reckless was supposed to sleep with that big-ass thoroughbred racehorse. To which he's like, well, somebody should have told me that. I don't know what to tell you. So now the plan is officially ruined, the news crews leave, and the PR firm has to figure out how to piece this thing back together. And the plan they come up with is to get a big-ass sign and put it up on the hill by Camp Pendleton, and the sign simply says, it's Yeah, if you're not picking up what I'm putting down, in a plot twist that absolutely nobody saw coming, the United States Marine Corps is actually responsible for inventing gender reveals. And that's how they still managed to generate a bunch of hype for Sergeant Reckless's kid, getting the entire world to speculate as to whether or not it was going to be a boy or a girl. The pregnancy goes great. She goes on to give birth to a colt, aka a boy. They go out, write boy in big blue letters on their sign.
That's a ball.
And then the Marines throw a big-ass party.
Fucking better be.
Throwing the world's first ever gender reveal party, which I'm going to hold against the Marine Corps forever. But now everybody wants to know, what are we going to name this young
that's
colt?
off the
So
plate.
the
Ball two.
Marine officers step in again, and they're like, I have another great PR idea. Let's have a competition where all the Marines can submit their ideas for names. We'll pick the best one, and that guy can win a week of leave. Brilliant idea. So that's exactly what they did. Hundreds of Marines sent in their ideas for names. The front runners were like Semper Fi, Freedom, Liberty, pretty generic stuff, but that's what you have to do when you have a big public figure like Sergeant Reckless.
He's out.
But the commanding officer in charge is just like, I don't like any of these names. I'm going to name it myself. So he just decides that he's going to pick a random private private.
All
and be
one's
like,
the
hey,
count.
You're the winner, even though you didn't pick the name, but I'm just
That's
going to
a
say
ball.
you're the winner so I don't look like an asshole.
I got a ball,
and then
one strike.
He named the Colt Series, which, that's a great name.
One ball,
I'm just
two
getting
strikes.
really, really jaded with bureaucrats and high-ranking officers in this video for some reason. Sorry about that. Anyways, fast forward a couple years, 1959, Sergeant Reckless is now getting promoted to Staff Sergeant Reckless, E6.
That's a ball.
1,700-man parade.
One ball, one strike.
Salute. The Marines make a huge deal
Ball
out of it
two.
because, well, Reckless deserves it. So that's what they do. And then in the crowd that day
2-2 the count.
was none other than the new Private Fearless of the United States Marine Corps, which I thought was pretty cool. Later that year, she would give birth to another boy named Dauntless, and then a couple years after that, she would give birth to yet another boy named Chesty, named after Chesty Puller, the most decorated Marine of all time, and as rumor has it, the last Marine to ever ride Reckless. From there, Sergeant Reckless would retire and spend the rest of her life living on Camp Pendleton as the highly regarded, highly respected war hero that she was before passing away in 1968.
No balls, two strikes.
This has been the story of Sergeant Reckless, the hero of Outpost Vegas, America's greatest war horse, the four-legged Marine that fought during the Korean War, which is commonly referred to as the Forgotten War. But as is the case with most of us, it's not that we forgot it, it's that we were never taught about it in the first place. So, if you made it this far in the video, I really hope that you learned something. If you want to support the channel, best way to do that is to check out thebattleelectrician.com. We got merch, we got a Patreon with deleted scenes.
Got him.
Otherwise, until next time, quack bang.
Daddy's got a story to tell. Is it long? Sit down. For today's tale, we'll dial the clock back to the time when optimism died, the 20th century. It's a story of small disagreements festering beyond reason, a chronicle of quarrels lasting through all seasons, a fable of ideologic conflict growing tenser than treason, all of which culminated into what was called a war, despite no shots being fired. Dad, I already know about the Cold War.
That's outside.
Better dead than red, I know the drill. What? That pathetic decades-long temper tantrum over whose money system was good and whose was the unholy abomination spawned from the bowels of the Ninth Circle Line? No. If I want to watch children cry about how numbered paper was handled while throwing around tubes, I go play Monopoly. I like my near-military conflicts like I like my women. Full of crabs. I'm sorry, we're gonna talk the lobster war. It's the mid-1900s, and Europeans haven't quite grown out of their main character phase.
Hey!
Forgets. Oh, it's funny because the two movies are so different. Right. I'm here too. Okay. Hey, drop the oil, but as the 1960s rolled around, it's funny because the two movies are so different. Right. I'm here too. Okay. Hey, drop the oil, but as the 1960s rolled around, tragedy struck. America had a Jello mold phase. But other than that, nearly all of France's African colonies claimed they wanted to
He beat it.
As France loved being seen as the in vogue colonial power, they granted it to them to look hip, and definitely not because they couldn't afford another colonial war. This was all fine and dandy, unless you were a French fisherman who just lost their free reign to catch lobster off the Mauritanian coast. Slow your roll, Ratatouille, you need a permit for that now. Ah yes, there is plenty of lobster. Don't be so shellfish. Leave the area and cut the puns or I'll detain you faster than a panzer tank. Don't get all crabby. I'll be out to your hair in a pinch. Stop! I'm claustrophobic. These fishermen heard some juicy gossip about this hot new spot just brimming with lobster on the other side of the Atlantic. And for the cherry on top, they were...
There's the lobster war, and essentially like the fishermen couldn't catch lobsters without a permit, so the like military would come over to the fishermen and be like, "Hey, you're not allowed to catch those." And then he was like, "Don't worry, I'll get rid of them in a pinch." It's just stupid puns.
1-1. Ball. That's inside. 3. Ball. 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two and two.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strikes. Aye.
Oh yeah.
2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Actually free for the taking, being surrounded by nothing but the open water, salty air, Brazil. The fishermen figured that last part could be a problem. You know, sovereign waters or something. So they sent out a delegation to issue the license. But waltzing up to a country and saying, holy cannoli, that's a lot of lobster ravioli. How about instead of you guys fishing them to fuel your $20 million canning industry, I do the fishing and money getting part, would most likely be met with, shit. Therefore, an elaborate ruse was needed to mask their fishing intentions. So they put together a pitch that was so intricate, so convincing, that the Brazilians would have no choice but to allow them coastal access to their lobster.
What?
He's out.
Completely.
Bitches. Oh shit.
Oblivious of their objective to harvest them. Thank you for meeting with us. We come to you with a pressing issue.
Oh.
You see, there have been seismic reports, sounds, if you will, of a disturbance in the deep, originating from your coast of Brazil. Jean, if you could just describe this
All
disturbance
1's the count.
for us. Of course. And you see, it was those clicks, thank you, Jean, it was those clicks that led us to lobster. Now for our next step. Okay, sorry, I think I know what this is. You boys are just here to conduct some routine research on lobster nurseries and just need one of those permits for a few boats, right? You know, that is exactly what we wanted to do.
1-0.
Yeah, we got the research license. The French fishermen acquired a license allowing 3 boats to conduct research on lobster nurseries, which should normally be a relatively non-invasive process. They looked at this permit and thought, haha, that's a funny way to spell 4. And everyone knows research is only as good as your sample size, and the French like to be as accurate as possible. Sure, this is all technically in violation of their license, but I've been driving with a suspended one for 3 years now and haven't had any problems. Nevertheless, Western European nations have this refined analytical process to find out just how much they can bend the rules when it comes to a foreign country. So they ran the numbers on Brazil. We're good. While the fishermen thought they pulled off a successful bamboozle, Brazilian authorities... Sure, this is all technically in violation of their license, but I've been driving with a suspended one for 3 years now and haven't had any problems. Nevertheless, Western European nations have this refined analytical process to find out just how much they can bend the rules when it comes to a foreign country. So they ran the numbers on Brazil. We're good. While the fishermen thought they pulled off a successful bamboozle, Brazilian authorities already thought something smelled fishy about these fishermen. And luckily for them, they also had a similar analytical process. Maybe we should check it out. Representatives were sent from the Brazilian Navy to act as inspectors and make sure the French fishermen were honoring the foundation of these nations' crustacean relations. They should be around here. Oh, that's them. Oh, welcome to the Red Lobster. Winners and best. Table for 2, yes?
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Romantic spot for you 2 Romeos. What? No, we aren't. Doesn't matter. We're here representing the Brazilian Navy. Oh, it's Brazil? Yes.
1 ball,
welcome to
2
the Red
strikes.
Lobster, a research center. Yes. Let me just get over there. Head aside. Pierre is making some incredible progress. Oh, yeah? What have you found out in your research?
No, he's in there, safe!
Oh, what, you get pitch flow? No, you'll never amount to anything. Upon investigation, they found that, along with violating the boat limit, the ships were not conducting research research, but in fact, carrying out large-scale predatory lobster fishing with a trawl. Trawling is this neat practice where you put a net in the water and catch that everything. Environmental impact? What environment? So Brazil was like, stop, and revoked the fisherman's license, sending them lobster tail between the anchors back on over to the land of macaroons in April of 1961. And with that, things returned to normal. Excuse me, there have been seismic reports, sounds, if you will. The fishermen returned in November to request another research license, but this time further out at sea on the continental shelf, outside of Brazil's territorial waters, stretched 760,320 gumballs from the shore. Or for simpletons, 12 miles. This request was granted, and for the rest of the year, Brazil kept a close eye on them while the fishermen played the nautical version of, I'm not touching you. But just like an early 2000s cartoon fish, the French just couldn't keep their grubby little paws off those luscious lobsters. And on January 2nd, 1962, the French boat Cassiope was found catching lobster about 10 miles off the shore. 10 miles! Got you! Ha ha! You're in thorough waters now, cheese boy! You sure? Hold this! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A Brazilian corvette seized the French vessel for catching lobster without authorization. Ha! You're in thorough waters now! Cassiope was found catching lobster about 10 miles off the shore. 10 miles! Got you! Ha ha! You're in thorough waters now, cheese boy! You sure? Hold this! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A Brazilian corvette seized the French vessel for catching lobster without authorization. Probably hitting a sick drift as it pulled up, but then again, everything I know about Brazil comes from past 5. Anyway, by now shit's getting pretty serious and mom and dad need to get involved. So whilst the fishermen and Navy battled the lobster sea, the French and Brazilian governments battled the diplomacy.
Whoa, that's down.
The War of the Pen commenced, and at the heart of this battle and the fierce political
Outside,
trenches
that's a ball.
was one vital question. Like, what is a lobster? Sounds like a silly question, right? What is a lobster? Why, it's the underwater excavator, the crustacean of the basin, the pogo stick with a prick. But even my definition of a lobster as nature's gripper snippers wouldn't have been sufficient for the contending nations. They wanted to know whether or not a lobster was a fish. France made the claim that a lobster was in fact a fish, so therefore they had the right to catch them according to the basis for fishing on the high seas set by the Geneva Convention of 1958. Brazil, for their part, pushed the thesis that lobsters were not a fish, but in fact an economic resource, a part of their continental shelf that they had the sovereign right to exploit, according to a different provision of the same Geneva Convention. They said, citing a treaty they didn't sign. And this wasn't like your average 12-hour Twitter beef. This diplomatic battle lasted all through 1962 and part of 63, which is hilarious considering the other things going on the world stage during that time. Kennedy is having us increase our troop presence in Vietnam. 400 Green Berets were a start, but they aren't going to be enough. Agreed. We must be careful, though. We don't want to replace the French as a colonial force in the area and bleed as the French did. That's a good point. Got any advice, France? So now with the pangolin being a geode, yes, according to our established law of modus operandi derived from the fly eater sarlacc pit model, yes, then when taking the Laplace transform of this in a matrix with the crustacean equation, we find that lobster are in fact fish. No, this completely violates the Capricorn theorem. Let's back this up. While that reality sadly only exists in my headcanon, France and Brazil did do their best to support their claims and own each other with facts and logic. Brazil's evidence was that lobsters were like oysters, and that they both cling to the ocean floor, making them a part of the continental shelf. But France argued that when a lobster hops around the ocean floor, it's essentially swimming, making it a fish, which prompted Brazil's Navy expert in oceanography, iconic bars. If a lobster is a fish because it moves by jumping, then a kangaroo is a bird. That's actually a pretty solid point. Yeah, and if a kangaroo is a bird, then a flying fish is a spaceship because it jumps in the air. A little weaker, but okay. And if a flying fish is a spaceship, then a seagull is an oil rig because it dives underwater. Okay, let's settle down. No, if a seagull is an oil rig, then my wife is a fucking whore because she jumps from man to man. Okay, so I made up the end there, but don't worry. The first part is a real quote you can safely add to your Instagram bio. While mom and dad fight in their room, let's check out how things are going on the water, and wow, France just doesn't care. Like the IRS at my front door, the fishermen just kept coming back, completely unfazed by the international turmoil and monolithic tubes of by a patrol off the northeastern coast to order them to sail to deeper waters. At first, the fisherman captain ignored them. Though he may not have spoken Portuguese, there are only a few ways you can interpret a blaring alarm stating Postos de Combati.
Postos de combati.
Postpone the confetti? Ah, but you promised! I don't know the exact timing, but it was around now when the French fishermen were getting pretty fed up with being told what to do, so they started to complain. And by complain, I mean they personally petitioned warships for protection from French President Charles de Gaulle himself. De Gaulle said lobster. He granted the request, sending gunboats along with 5 more fishing vessels to the Brazilian coast. The French sailed over with a lot more confidence this time. I mean, they've got defenses now. When has that ever failed France? But unfortunately for them, Brazil was about as likely to let them squish their salty sea spiders as Hollywood is to pay their writers. So the Brazilian Navy boarded these fishing boats without a second thought. Whoa shit, I didn't think they'd seize them with us right here. Well, should we do something? No, you crazy? Haven't you seen Fast 5? Much like a pilot to a millionaire's island, the French Navy sat there and did nothing. But the same couldn't be said on the diplomatic front, as it was then that the French ambassador to Brazil visited President João Goulart about the issue. Goulart stated he didn't want any trouble with France, and made the surprise presidential order to release 3 captured fishing boats and allow them to fish. Honey, they reopened that Red Lobster. Terry, we are a loyal Long John Silver's family. As expected, the Brazilian people were none too pleased about this, and the resulting backlash pushed the government to rescind this permission shortly thereafter. Things then escalated even further when in late February 1963, Brazil delivered an ultimatum. All Frenchies have 48 hours to skedaddle-skedoodle to the land of poodles, else they'd get the noodle. I may or may not have written that line while intoxicated, but I wouldn't dare delete a line full of such eccentric flavor. However, over in France, this lobster war was really starting to get on de Gaulle's nerves. First they can't fish, then they can. Just kidding, they can't. Oops, now they've got 2 days to leave town. God, I don't understand this emotion I'm feeling. What you're experiencing is known as mixed signals, sir. No, I'm sure I changed radio to AM. No, I mean, like, you know when a girl was kind of hinting she likes you, but you can't quite tell if she's into you because her actions give conflicting signs? Those are mixed signals. Paul, I'm rich and the president of France. I don't get mixed signals. I get bitches. Don't speak to me like a poor people. The partner of the French. The latter has invested over 1,000 million francs into the former, and they rely on the iron smelting, textiles, and chemical products of Brazil. Also, Brazil is capitalist and can help fight nearby growth of communism. So, some would say, it would be in the best interest of France to be like, wow, you know, maybe we shouldn't go to war over the ocean bugs that hit our face. But on the other hand, this wasn't the people's France, this was de Gaulle's France. And seeing as how this is the man who tried escaping World War I prison camps 5 times, once while posing as a nurse, it should be no surprise to hear that de Gaulle was a very stubborn man. And this stubborn man considered Brazil's actions to be a slight on the majesty of France. So he did not back down, but instead dispatched the French destroyer Tartu to the Brazilian coast. Tempers are flaring, ministers are swearing. With this newest escalation, Brazil is preparing. The newspapers have been rousing the public, and the atmosphere in Brazil is one of imminent war. The Tartu by itself wasn't a huge concern. What made things scarier was where it came from. A whole task force of French ships nearly 3 days away, containing not only a state-of-the-art aircraft carrier, but also a tanker named Le Baise, which means the fuck in French, which is also a river in France, which also flows through the town of Condom. Mobilize the Navy. Understood, sir. Wait. And the Air Force. But there's one small problem with this mobilization. It's the eve of Brazil's favorite holiday, the Carnival. A time for wild celebration, dancing to music, stealing comically large vaults with Dodge Chargers. Oh wait, that's Fast 5 again. And this year, people were really memeing this whole situation. Even some masked revelers went around with lobster costumes. So much of Brazil's personnel were on short leave. But with some effort, they mobilized enough men, granted them war pay, and launched ships to search for the Tartu under Operation Lobster. Along with these ships, Brazil continued to mobilize to meet the French at sea. Because sure, their arsenal is full of vintage World War II vessels, and sure, they only had enough ammunition for 30 minutes of combat, and sure, they lacked adequate fuel supplies, and sure, some ships were decommissioned with mechanical problems, and sure, the French had a state-of-the-art Navy and Air Force to counter them, but at least they had their spirit and family. Brazil's planes that had been searching for the Tartu finally spotted, causing it to start shooting exercises, probably to deter the aircraft. The plane responded by flying even lower to show they aren't messing around. Wow, that's... Little guy
Oh, what's this? These look like rockets. You sure are big, huh?
Brazil ships made their way towards the Tartus location late at night. Dawn approached and the sea was veiled with a fog. In the distance, their radar detects something in the water. Making their way closer, tensions running high. They finally made out the Tartu in the mist and... oh, it's gone. Running low on fuel, the Tartu retreated and was replaced with a much weaker ship. Oh, hey, you'll be fine. Another ship is coming. Hey, guys, what's up? Oh, with the playing field set and more Brazilians on the way, it was now just a matter of who would shoot first. Hey, maybe we should go back and fish where we belong.
Hey!
Africa.
All
The
ones
French
the count.
decided to head back across the Atlantic. After this, an agreement was signed where Brazil would allow limited French ships to fish for 5 years while sharing profits with Brazil.
No balls,
It would also
2
need to
strikes.
expand the nautical miles of its territory. You know, just a few. 100. While in the end, France decided war wasn't worth it. To be honest, I'm surprised it got even remotely this far. Running some numbers, if one anti-aircraft gun on one French vessel fired for just 11 minutes, say in case it wanted to teach some smart-ass aircraft a lesson, you'd already rack up an ammunition bill more expensive than the $3 million a year the French fishermen were raking in. But to be honest, with the cost and street cred for a European nation losing a diplomatic war with Brazil over lobsters, perhaps World War III would have just been worth it. The Lobster War, 8 out of 10.
On the steps of this General Post Office on Easter Monday, 1916, Patrick Pearse announced to a crowd of Dubliners that on that day, a new Irish Republic was born. And with that, an uprising against British rule had begun in what would later become known as the Easter Rising. This post office served as the headquarters for the rebels, either because of its strong, thick...
Hey there, I'm Mr. Terry, a high school history teacher. Welcome back to another History Teacher Reacts video. Alright, today we are heading back to a channel favorite, I think we can call now. And that channel is Blue Jay. I like to refer to Blue Jay as kind of like the torchbearer in a way for Salmonella, as Sam doesn't quite upload as much, although he did upload a few days ago, and I covered that. Make sure you check that out. Anyway, the title of today's video is The Worst Radioactive Ideas in Nuclear History. I think we're still in like the Oppenheimer atomic bomb nuclear era kind of wave that's going on right now. So we're just gonna see what they've got for like the worst radioactive ideas. So Blue Jay is a great channel when you really like to combine history and humor. So make sure first that you go and check out the original video if you haven't yet. The link will be down below. But make sure, yeah, you give it a view, like, and subscribe to their channel. Alright, let's try not to get blown up. There we go.
Meet Alfred Nobel, the Swedish inventor responsible for the creation of the world's most peaceful award. Dynamite.
He invented
Now,
dynamite.
our little Nobel here was a pacifist, and he intended his exciting invention to be used for construction and mining. But
it's funny, people always bring that up because it's like the Nobel Peace Prize, a guy that basically got the first one.
Football time is here again. And I think to myself one thing. I need to get to more games this year. I often find...
Welcome on in, folks, to the first annual Savannah Bananas vs. learned anything from the 1990s masterpiece Home Alone, it's that we can't resist the story of a troublemaking rascal. Now take Kevin and give him tits, a rapier, an unquenchable thirst for adultery, and you've got the recommendation of Julie Daubeny, known professionally as La Moupin. This is the French icon lived life to the fullest, screwing enough dudes and dames to challenge Pepe Le Pew's reign as most seductive Frenchman. Her tale of extraordinary and impetuous adventures provides ample evidence, contrary to the popular belief that all Frenchmen are baguette-eating, poodle-walking pussies. So today, we'll explore her colorful life and why she needed to be personally pardoned by the King of France. Twice.
That's a ball. Ball one, no strikes. One ball, one strike.
Growing up, Julie's father was in charge of training Louis XIV's pages, training he also brought home to his daughter. Well, to most dads, the idea of quality bonding time may be playing games, going on a walk, having a picnic. Her dad went and taught her the art of combat instead. Having grown up and trained alongside boys her whole life, it should be no surprise that she knew her way around more than one kind of shaft. She became a master of seduction. Her father's skilled with deadly weapons often used said weapons to chase off potential suitors. Hi, I'm here to pick up Julie. Deep down, Julie knew that all she needed to do to please her father was pick the right man. So she fucked his boss. At just 14 years old, Julie became the mistress of the Count of Armagnac, the one man her dad couldn't refuse. To mask the affair, he arranged for her to marry some tax-collecting beta. But soon, Julie became too much for the Count to handle, so he ended the affair. Naturally, Julie responded by running off with a new lover, a traveling swordsman. Why settle for serial tickets when you could have Inigo Montoya? Traveling the French countryside, Julie made her living by performing as a traveling singer/fencer, while dressed in men's clothing. Having been trained from a young age by a fencing master, she basically had maxed out the one-handed skill tree, in more ways than one, and was so skilled that onlookers were often in disbelief of her identity.
One ball,
no woman can
two
have
strikes.
this skill. This is clearly a man. Oh yeah, motherfucker? We'll take a peek at these rockin' knockers, you French fuck. Julie soon became bored with her swashbuckling side piece, and with men in general, so she went on to seduce a local merchant's daughter. The girl's parents weren't all too thrilled about this. It's safe to say you didn't see too many rainbow flags in early modern France, so her parents turned to the cure-all solution available to 17th century Frenchmen. Religion! Her parents shipped her off to a convent to keep them apart, and to learn her some Jesus. But not even God could smother Julie's sex drive, so she joined the convent herself, and began hooking up with her beloved right under the big man's nose. Shortly after her arrival, one of the nuns died. So, naturally, Julie dug up the body, put it in her lover's room, burned the place down before the pair ran off into confusion to freedom.
Damn it.
One oh. All one's the count. Safe. Ball one. 1-1. safe. He's out.
1. Hey! 0-1's the count. Ball. Counts 1-0. I got a ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ah! Ball in.
You know, as one does. And now, they finally found themselves together at last. Until 3 months later when Julie became bored of the girl and dumped her back.
Baseball field is different. Because of the rules of the sport, field dimensions can be whatever they want to be. And that can happen for a variety of reasons. But for the diamonds on this list, this isn't a matter of why. It's where. You won't believe where some of these fields are. Baseball fields in weird locations is coming up right after this. Now look, Manscaped over the years has literally built trimmers for every part of your body. Your balls, your beard, your nose hairs. But now it's time to introduce the Handyman. This compact base shaver saves you time and delivers a quick, close shave with a unique dual blade system. It features a standard foil shaver as well as a long hair leveler blade to knock down up to 3 days worth of growth. Trim your face up nice. Screw patchy, unclean beard. And just like the lawnmower, the Handyman has also waterproof, sleek, and compact while boasting up to 60 minutes of battery life on a single charge. And here's the best part. For my viewers, you can go to manscaped.com/5-points and get 20% off the Handyman plus free shipping. Again, that's manscaped.com/5-points for 20% off and free shipping. Illegal alien. Well, this looks like a simple softball field in the desert. When we zoom out, we see an airstrip and a building that may or may not hide alien corpses.
Area 51, right? Area 51. You know that?
Yes, this field is located at Area 51. Much like the classified military installation, not much is known about this diamond or the facility, other than that the field started showing up on satellite imagery in 2008. Looks like a nice, well-maintained field. Your secret, unaccounted-for tax dollars at work. With love. Now, at first glance, this looks like a nice, brand-new college baseball field. Maybe a D2 or JUCO in North Carolina or something. But as we zoom out, we still don't see much to indicate where this is. Clearly, though, the architecture definitely isn't American. It's when we turn on the labels that we get a clue. Because this baseball field is actually in Moscow, Russia. It is the recently built Rustar Arena. Opened in 2020, Rustar hosts both the Russian national team and teams that play in the RBF, the Russian baseball league. And yes, they have a pro baseball league in Russia. Good to see the game spreading to our once still kind of enemies. Got it on lock. This one isn't just in a weird place. It looks like a weird baseball field, too. For the most part, the field looks like it's in a normal setting. But now let's go looking for the fences. Well, there's certainly more than a few, and they also come with guard towers, barbed wire. That's because this baseball field is located at the federal maximum security prison, Fort Leavenworth. And it's possible that Michael Vick himself might have taken a few hacks or thrown a couple passes here. It's unclear when this field was built, but Leavenworth opened in 1903. And don't try to rob a home run here. You might get shot by a guard. cliffhanger. Let's switch gears for just a little bit. This one may have some borderline weird dimensions, but it's also located in one of the most scenic backdrops in all of baseball. Carol B. Land Stadium at Point Loma Nazarene in San Diego is not only located on the edge of a cliff, but it also has a beautiful, endless ocean view.
No, beat him.
Unexpected baseball field to find itself. Whoever plays here is probably initially distracted by the beauty behind them, until they try to hit a slider in the dirt. And a hard place. Okay, this one does look like a soccer field, but from a reliable source, baseball is definitely played here. So, where is it? Well, it's obviously got a ton of dirt both on it and around it. You can see an Olympic-sized swimming pool here to the left, and when we zoom out a little further, we see more desert. Finally, if we zoom out more, we can see an airstrip and small elite helicopter. This is not Kansas, Dorothy. It's Al-Assad Air Base between Iraq and a hard place, where servicemen gather and play baseball after
Ball one, no strike.
in the Iraqi sun. Normally they would race their Camaros, but this is Iraq. The only way I found this field is because the person installing my cable happened to be a combat vet who was deployed in Iraq and saw what I was doing, and he told me about this place. It's a wild coincidence. Radioactive. If you are keen on international baseball, you would be able to figure out pretty quickly just looking at this field what country it is in. Okay, I'll give it away. It's an all-dirt infield, and a well-manicured field indicates this one is in Japan. But where in Japan? It's in Tomioka Town. That still doesn't mean much, right? Except it's located a short 5 miles away from Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant, which suffered a meltdown in 2011 worse than Mets and Yankees fans are having this season. Following a large earthquake, the entire area was evacuated, including this town, but now it's since been rehabilitated, so this field is likely active. Probably the most radioactive field on Earth.
Got him.
Crisis. We have what looks to be a nice complex here. Artificial turf, multiple ball fields, and even a football field. It's like all the creature comforts of an all-American life. What's unusual about it? It's located less than 3 miles away from Guantanamo Bay Prison in Cuba. Yes, Cuba has plenty of places to play baseball, but these are the only baseball fields that are on American soil in Cuba. Not sure if the people that play here hit nukes, but there was a crisis involving that a lot of years back. Like a Dream. If you're a baseball movie buff, you should know this one right away. You see the corn, right? Yes, this was the diamond from Field of Dreams, and they built it. Okay, did I say that different? Built as a movie set in 1989, shortly after the film, it was abandoned, and a portion of the field was returned to farmland, as it was built across 2 family farms. However, the Lansing family maintained the diamond, and then the other family eventually restored their portion of the field to attract tourists. A lot changed in 2020 when a big league-sized field was installed a few hundred feet from the original, and MLB came to town. Regular season games were played here in 2021 and 2022. However, baseball will return in 2024 as more construction and amenities are being added to the other field over here. And it's still pretty much in the middle of nowhere, Iowa. Chaos. This baseball complex is a riot. Literally. Okay, that was a pretty big clue. Looks very structured. A guard tower in the
that's a
middle.
ball.
Give up. This is Attica Correctional
1 ball,
Facility
2 strikes.
in New York, where in 1971, an out-of-control prison riot resulted in 43 deaths. The facility was opened in the 1930s, and there have been such inmates here as David Berkowitz. Not sure if he was a good ball player or not. I'm guessing, yeah, no shot. Stone cold. Okay, this one is just wild. I'm not sure if you can see it, but this is a baseball field covered in thick snow. I'm sure you're pretty smart to figure out that this is in Alaska, but where? This is actually near a town called Iqaluit. I hope I said that right. Iqaluit. And it's located at Iqaluit Elementary School.
Hey!
If you're from this town, please.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This for sure is the northernmost baseball field in the world.
Hey,
Unless like, Watch Momentum goes up to the North Pole and lines out a field to play ball with Jose Ramirez. Who tell ya? There's also a football field nearby that's insane too. I hope they use the Zamboni to play here. Zoom zoom. This will be the nicest stadium on this list, opened in 2009. This 32,000 seat stadium is a gorgeous testament to engineering and design. Of course, you've probably figured out that this one is in Asia, since you've never seen it before. Japan, to be exact. Why is Mazda Zoom Zoom Stadium so unique?
It's in Hiroshima, 1.17 miles away from where the first...
Oh, one's the count.
Yes, I could make a nuke joke, but I think I went off with that one earlier. And finally, our weirdest baseball field in the weirdest place on Earth, The Rock. I'm not going to make you guess. You know this is Alcatraz. What's wild about this diamond is that it even exists at all. Apparently, baseball on Alcatraz has a long and storied history. In 1938, they actually formed both amateur and league teams, 8 total. They kept stats and track of wins and losses, and in prison, the teams were integrated. It's amazing how someone might not understand the rules of society, but can easily understand that racism is some bullshit. I didn't mean fist fights didn't break out during games. I mean, we are talking about prisoners here. Alcatraz was closed in 1963, and for good measure, here are the dimensions to this place. I bet Prison Al would hit a lot of dingers here. My name's Big Al. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you made it this far on Bye.
Welcome to the third video. Savannah Bananas in the warehouse. This is a home run derby. John Boy Media is going to figure out the best of their 5 and send them to the championship against the Savannah Bananas best of their 5. So all 5 of us are going to go. Top 2 go to an internal championship to see who the best is, and the 2 best from each side will face off in the final. Yeah. It's brought to you by Foco. Head to foco.com/JohnBoy. You get all the fan gear. They got the crazy stuff. They got I have a hoodie that's not attached to a sweatshirt. It's just like a hoodie. Jake has a sombrero and some beach wear. Pretty fun stuff. And if you use code JohnBoy, you get 15% off your first order. All right, John Boy Media 5 are going first.
He's out.
On the clock. Warehouse home runs. I've never done this before, so we don't know what do you think we're gonna hit? Like 5?
Thank you very much, Jimmy. Nico Scala here with Cowboy Kyle Lewis, and we are underway.
Homer.
Nicky, first swing of the ball game. Is a homer. The second one is right off Jake's chest. So we got a little John Boy Media versus the Bananas. The top 2 from each team are going to be facing off in a championship here, as Jim explained. And 20 seconds in the book. Nicky's still got this 1 home run, but this is a really thrilling environment for the first annual Savannah Bananas versus JN home run.
Yeah, he's definitely, peppering him up the middle. There's his second home run, a good oppo swing there. And
No balls, 2 strikes.
Off in the match, like his home run swings are a lot like his golf swing, which is not very good. As we all know, Nicky cannot break 90. One of my favorite guys that we've met here on this spinning train. He's really putting some backspin onto him. I mean, it's good swings.
Yeah, the roof is really your enemy here. You've got to find a happy medium of line drive with some launch angle to get it out. And Jake's got to keep his head on a swivel because these things keep coming back at him. And Nicky is going to end with 1 home run. 2 home runs.
Yeah, good swings nonetheless, like we said before, but I mean that middle of the roof up there, I mean it's just got that beam that's hanging down and it's almost like balls are curling into it and coming back at you. They have no shot of being a home run.
Yeah, feels like we're in the trop. Jimmy is all finesse. You see it on the mound, you see it at the dish. Here is our first pitch of his official round, and it is popped up. Would have been a foul ball in blitz ball, and now we've got 2 of those. And then there's what would have been a single, but that doesn't matter. We're just looking for dingers.
I see a lot of the guys, that one close, nailed off the wall. That one almost hit the camera, and a lot of guys are working out the middle here early. A lot of fear for the pitchers out there trying to get their guys some home runs.
Some good line drives here now from Jimmy.
Nice.
Dinger.
Yeah.
There's his first.
It's about as big of a big guy as you can get in here, I think.
He's halfway to Nicky. Nicky too.
He's got it.
Still 20 seconds on the clock. He's finding his stroke. Look out, Jake.
Look out, Jake.
Fire in the hole.
Homer. We've got to do
Safe.
Roll over. 5 seconds on the clock. Time for 1 more swing, Jim. How about 2 more? It will be 3 home runs. 1 more than Nicky was able to grab as the first hitter for John Boy.
Yeah, I really don't know what I was expecting
Oh, and 1.
into this home run derby. How many it was going to be. I had a picture in my head of maybe like, you know, a double-digit round.
Right. So now Jimmy's going to be the man on the mound. Lorenzo takes over at the pitch. After a powerful one off the roof, he cuts and misses. Boy, it's not the launch angle. It's actually has to tone it down a little. Whoa! Into the control room, homer number 1.
Homer number 2.
Swing.
This is what I was expecting. And a couple swings and misses to mix in with it.
Oh, baby! Zoe's putting on a show. Laser beams left and right. This is a riveting round. Half a minute still to go. Jimmy's got to look out. Boy, when he connects.
Yeah.
It is Dakota
I
McFadden-esque.
was going to say, if Dakota and Giancarlo Stanton had a baby.
Very Giancarlo Stanton.
Yeah, the leverage, the width in his stance. Using all parts of the park with insane force.
It's a great comparison.
He's staying locked in and topped in. He's staying aggressive in the box.
Last swing, cuts and misses. Not the pitch he wanted, but he will have to be content with this homer. He ties his pitcher.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the more impressive rounds I think we'll see today. I don't know what the exit velocity was from up there, but he never blasted to say the least.
Now it'll be Jack Doyle.
Sporting the sweet Bananas hat.
Out.
And nearly cranks a dinger out on his first cut. Swing number 2 is going to get the job done. There's another back-to-back jacks. Oh! Jack is a barrel machine, very precise with the way he is swinging this. An artist at the peak of his powers. Needs one more long ball to tie Jimmy and Zoe.
0-1's the count.
Ball. Oh, baby, there's number 3.
Oh, he's swinging ferociously now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
We've made him mad. He is a mad man in the box.
Well,
now he's gone back to the tappy-tappy.
He almost just tapped that puppy right out of here. We thought Zoe's exit velo was impressive. How about Jack here? 5 seconds to go. Trying to add to his already 4 homers that lead. He turns the bat around and can't do the impossible, but we have a new leader.
Really good swing. I can't help but notice that the hat may have had to have something to do with his performance out there.
Couldn't agree more. Jake will now swing away. So 3 homers will get him to a swing off. 4 homers will get him to the final round.
0-1.
Nearly does it there. Jack pitching to Jake. And double J's nearly combined for a dinger.
0-2 is the count.
Inches away from home run number 1.
Ball, that's just out.
There is home run number 1. Jake very robotic as he pelts his VP pitcher.
He's got a very good swing and a good pace about him. And then number 2.
It's really point A to point B.
Yes.
For Jake.
It is a straight line, and he showed it off before the pregame.
Oh! 3 homers. He's 1 off the lead, and at least has guaranteed himself a swing off here.
Blasting him down the third baseline. Roll over C. And
there it is! Jake is in to the final round. Alongside his batting practice pitcher, Jack.
He's more than content at trying to go for the lead. He wants to save the home runs for the next round. And the 2 boys advancing for the John Boy crew are tied atop the leaderboard at 4.
Vinny DeRubius, the first Savannah Banana to swing away. And cranks it on the ground. A minute on the clock. 3 swings, no dongs yet for the Italian Stallion.
Vinny is the actually only one in the home run derby on either side with only 1 working eye.
Fact.
Which can't, you never know how much that's going to play into this or not. The color yellow of the wolf ball pretty much pick up. Good swing there.
Just a pinch too much launch angle. And
pinch not enough.
He's got to find the happy medium here. Half the minute is gone. He's still looking for his first long ball.
That was the other question we weren't asking. Are we going to see any goose eggs?
We're about 15 seconds away from finding out. Oh.
Oh.
Vinny trying not to be the Jason Bay of this home run derby. 5 seconds left. Looking for a tater. And there are none in the garden for the pride of Trumbull, Connecticut.
I mean, really good swings nonetheless, though.
Boy, he toyed with a couple home runs there. Inches and feet away from a handful. Malachi, once again, is going to be the pitcher of choice. Bill is going to swing it lefty. He likes his lefty wiffle ball swing more than his right. What a thrilling story it would be if Bill Leroy became a switch towards the tail end of his 6th year in Banana Land. So far, a bunch of worm burners. And that is far. Nearly coughs that one out. Just scorching balls on the ground thus far. 20 seconds gone. Tries to cricket that puppy off the ground. Malachi Mitchell trying to find the sweet spot for Mr. Leroy.
Haven't found it yet, but I'm not sure where it's at. That was an absurd launch angle. I think of 180 Trackman had it at. Yep. That one's
with the snag.
top 5 fan.
Bill's
That
out.
is -1 home run in the home run derby, I've heard.
15 seconds to go. Bill looking for his first homer. Not a strong showing from the Nanners so far in the derby.
He's safe.
Got to get on the board. Just as a group.
A lot of hard hit balls, but cannot leave the warehouse. Last swing for Bill. Not going to do it.
He's good.
And it is a couple empty rounds for Vinny DeRubius and Bill Leroy.
Yeah, 2 zeros. And just continuing to show that double-digit projections was absolutely not the right call. Probably the furthest thing from the right call.
It's going to be up to Flash the Kid. Automatic runner for the Nanners. So Vyro will get his first round on the mound. And Malachi Mitchell trying to be the first banana.
And he will.
To hit a home run in the derby, and he does it. 2 swings in.
I gotta say, Flash, not having a lot of at-bats on this tour, but I really liked the swings early on in this derby round.
That's 2 homers for Flash. One in his Bananas career. It was in the 21 Breakfast Bowl. Correct.
I was there for that. Now he's got 2 in his first ever John Boy home run derby.
Less than 30 seconds left.
Ooh, powerful.
Ball.
Some talk here between Vyro and Flash. That's homer number 3. He's cranking it.
1 and 1.
Yes, he's really found his happy medium. He's keeping the roof out of play and just blasting him into the corner, which is the right thing to do. I think I'm learning a lot from this round.
Keeps pounding the ceiling. He's going to put a hole through this thing. Last swing.
2-2 the count.
Right here.
See ya.
He'll have to be content.
Nice, really good.
With 3 or 4.
Ball, that's out.
Really nice round. I think it was 3, but 3 very powerful ones. And powerful in both the sense that they were the first for the Bananas.
Yes.
As well as just, insane exit velocity. And I think, we might need to explore our options of getting him in at bat.
Okay, Dakota McFadden once again has Vyro as his batting practice man here at the Derby. He needs 1, give himself an opportunity to make it to the final round. He needs 3 to tie Flash the Kid, 4 to be the Bananas leader in homers, and there's number 1.
Goodness gracious. Look out down the left field line. This is good coaching advice from Adam Byron. He said to hit the middle of the baseball.
That's how you earn yourself a coaching spot on all 3 quarters, and that is how
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he is peppering. I mean, there's stuff flying from the we have confetti. Little stuffing of the inside of the ceiling is coming out. The structural integrity is getting tested.
Probably has to do with the construction going on outside. Not to give away our very secret location. 5 seconds left.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
3.
I'll be back. What was it? 2 to beat?
2 to beat.
I think I got it.
Kyle Lewis is the 5th and final banana to swing it. Bill Leroy joins us in the booth. Bill, talk us through that round, man. Yeah. Your good pal over the past 7 years, Kyle Lewis.
Yeah, he's got a real steep swing, so I don't know if that's going to play well for him here in the home run derby.
Out.
It's real off the.
Oh,
it there. I love being proven wrong.
He's got one out of the way. 10 seconds
Oh
in.
my
Byro
gosh.
nearly gets his face taken off.
Ball one.
Back at him. Kyle needs one more to tie D-Mac. He's done it.
The roof is getting pounded.
Ding dong number 3 will send him to the final round.
There it is. Oh, no way.
Hits off the light.
How does that
Here.
even happen?
There's homer number 3.
Wow, wow, wow. And he walks it off. Is he going to go for the win, though?
No, he's good.
Okay,
Set the swings for the championship.
He's saving them. Great rounds.
And the automatic runner, the starting pitcher and automatic runner are the Bananas representing the fellas in the final round. Jake and Jack both trying to win it for Team John Boy is Malachi and Kyle trying to take the cake for the Nanners.
Hi everybody, this one's brought to you by FOCO. The Challenger Series is here. Join forces with
Nope,
the good folks
outside.
at FOCO.com to make sure you're dressed head to toe with the best MLB merchandise. If you're tired of the same old gear, then head to FOCO.com/JohnBoy to get the new team overalls and more. That's FOCO.com/JohnBoy and get ready to gear up. Right now, our listeners can use code JohnBoy for 50% off your first order. FOCO.com, FOCO.com. Find your fandom.
And now we're here in the finals. And there's the first cut from Jake.
Only lost one practice.
He's ready to rock. That was my partner in ball games today. Wow, that ball is shot off the bat.
Just
100-mile-an-hour exit velo, and thank goodness there's no third baseman.
Just barely missed a homer on that first one.
Absolutely just ripping these balls.
Hot corner is on fire currently with Jake at the dish. Just misses a homer again.
By inches, Vico. This is electric. These balls are getting hit really hard and really quickly.
He hit 4 balls out in round 1.
Oh my gosh.
Ball.
Still looking for his first homer with 20 seconds left here. The championship round. That is homer number 1 for Jake.
He is on the board with a hot shot, a riser.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Roof.
Ball 2.
And a little chopping action right there.
5 seconds. Oh!
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And
Yeah! Second to last swing, grabs his second hitter, and that is the mark to beat.
0-1's the count.
And Byro with an apology there, classic. Sorry,
Nope,
Byro got a little
that's
wild
inside.
on you.
And Jake said, in quote, I just got excited. So,
1 ball, 2 strikes.
jumping around a little bit. A little out of his shoes there.
Minute on the clock. 2 homers is the total to beat.
And we're off.
Ball.
And there's a loud noise and another loud noise, and ball is
Yeah.
off the wall, and that ball is off the cable, and that ball is off the third baseman's shin. That ball.
Foul, that ball's foul.
5 grounders, 2 pop-ups, 2 line drives. Now he's just trying to find that happy
That was
medium.
the third ball off the wall. He's all over the place and not much consistency, but he's making lots of adjustments, Vico. Each ball is being hit in a different direction, at a different angle, and a different miles per hour. There's a lot of adjustments being made, but there's none quite able to pull off a homer.
Less than 20 seconds left. Jack's still looking for his first long ball.
Oh my. I feel like this is a good man of adjustments, and he's making them.
Byro falling apart a little bit late, although now he's found the zone again. Could be whispers of collusion here in the John Boy warehouse. Jack had 4 homers in round 1.
Wow.
3 homers, rather. Jack had 3 homers in round 1. And boy, not able to put one out here in round 2. Phil, for somebody like myself who doesn't know the intricacies of ILS, could you explain that for me?
Out of there.
It's actually contagious.
Oh no.
And at times I haven't, but I've been able to battle ILS and defeat it multiple times. It's the imaginary lat syndrome. Imaginary lat syndrome. So it's the latissimus dorsi area of the body.
Oh, what are we talking about? ILS.
Counts 1-0.
In back-to-back swings has tied Jake. 2 homers apiece atop still 40 seconds on the clock. Oh my gosh, he's hitting a couple flop shots here, a couple hard grounders.
That's an out.
Oh, there's number 3. Absolute laser. Now Kyle's just trying to set the mark somewhere where Flash the Kid can't reach him. Wow. There's a lot of backspin going on, Vico. Oh, just missed number 4. 15 seconds to go. He's got to add a homer or 2. We've already seen Malachi hit 4 in a minute.
0-1. No balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, last swing. It's going to be 3 homers for Cowboy Kyle. Man, what a performance right there. This ball's into the
0-1's the count. 0-2 is the count.
That's what's back there. If you get back there, that's why you get to the land of
Ball
shadow
1.
Malachi Mitchell needs 3 to tie.
Ball, that pitch is up.
Hit 4 to win it. And that, they were off the, oh, wow. Golly, that hit everything but the back wall. Oh, hate when that. It is really short and to the point with Flash the Kid's homer swing. Gosh. Man. Shouldn't have taken any practice swings. The practice one was a homer, and he's 30 seconds in without a long ball here in his official round. There's number 1. Oh, wow, and that's...
Save! He's safe.
Ball's being in. Oh! Malachi Mitchell with 15 seconds left needs a homer to tie Cowboy Kyle. 10 seconds on the clock. Waiting for his pitch. Will he do it in the final seconds here, Vico? Last swing right here. Oh! Tried to shorten it up. Cowboy Kyle Lewis with 3 homers in the final round is your inaugural Bananas vs. John Boy Media Home Run Derby champion. Wow. Vico, this is the championship, Bill Leroy. Cowboy Kyle hasn't won diddly squat. It's a 3-round competition today. Everybody knew that. I think he won the Bananas Squad Home Run Derby. Correct. Now he has to battle Jake, and he is a tough man to beat here. He's got a lot of backspin in that arsenal. 3 homers in round 1, 2 in round 2. Oh, first swing! Holy laser beam homer. Wow, that was...
No, he's in there!
That ball was hit at a 2-degree launch angle and exited at a 55-degree angle. It is pure power. Oh, wow, and he went after the high pitch there over his head. And there is a 2 inches short. Oh, way to handle that pitch. Oh my gosh, he's hitting lasers. That ball right around
That's
his
out.
shoulders, and he will send that thing out in a blink of an eye. Oh man. Never seen somebody who tomahawks the ball so powerfully and so consistently.
Oh.
He wants the ball in his eyes. Jimmy, look out. Oh, watch your lips, Jimmy.
Oh my God.
After taking out his partner in crime, 5 seconds.
Hey! 0-1. Hey! 2. Oh, 1's the count. Hey!
capitalize. First up, we got Eric. Impressive display of battling right there by the Eric Sim plush doll. Let's see if the King of Bunting can match it. And I guess there's a reason why they call him the King of Bunting, not the King of Hitting. That's a pretty terrible display. Eric Sim takes a 3-1 lead, but the next category is worth double points. Who has the most power? The King of Bunting is going to need to win this one to level the competition, so let's see what he can do. And with that, Eric Sim has a chance to win this competition outright. Let's see what he's got for us. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. The favorite, Eric Sim, wins the competition with a length of 2.5 bat lengths. Let's get the loser's thoughts on this and hear from the King of Bunting himself.
I don't know what I can do. Unbelievable, man. It felt so good. Oh, I'm just so mad at myself right now.
Stop the bus! Is there a Dunkin' Donuts around here? Because I smelled it on the bus, and now I'm craving it. Something here.
Why, there hasn't been a Dunkin' Donuts here for 10 years.
No!
Although I don't think you smelled an actual Dunkin' Donuts location. See, they secretly put an artificial scent dispenser like this one inside the bus to make you crave Dunkin' Donuts at certain stops.
Oh, that makes sense. Yep, I'm really craving Dunkin' Donuts now.
But this one hasn't dispensed artificial scents for 10 years.
No! Hello, Internet! Welcome to Food Theory, the show that would smell as sweet by any other name, but wouldn't have nearly as much brand synergy with the other channels. Yes, friends, today we're talking about our sense of smell. Why would a food channel discuss such a thing, you ask? Because companies are using odors to trick you into buying food. That's why. See, in addition to being a sister sense to taste, smell is arguably the most powerful sense that we possess. It's processed in our olfactory system, which connects with regions of our brain that are responsible for strong emotional memories. You ever catch a whiff of some perfume and flash back to the girlfriend that used to wear it? Or maybe catching a whiff of to manipulate your emotions and ultimately sell a product. See, our olfactory system can very easily drive our eating habits. How many times have you found yourself drawn to the kitchen by the scintillating, or conversely, at your second semester of college? Their next closest competitor, Einstein Brothers Bagels. And as America's Sold sunscreen man.
Ball. 1-0. No, that missed. 1 ball, no strikes. One zero. No balls, 1 strike. That's a ball. Ah! Here. Hut. It's 0-1. 0-1. He got him. That's a ball.
Light bulb stimulating stuff. Usually I was asked about what sort of bed I was looking for. They had 4 separate options, each labeled by their speed. Fast, faster, fastest, and instant, which literally fry cooks you in 12 minutes. And that's barely an exaggeration. These machines have safety ratings like I'm hopping on the world's deadliest roller coaster.
Features a voice chat that provides you with information on control operations being carried out while you are jamming. Of course, this is only if you wanted to. You can turn this function on.
And each one came with their own different mixture of UVA and UVB lights. What? Then there were dozens of tanning enhancers costing hundreds of dollars. It felt like I was dropped into a foreign country where I didn't speak the language. So I just blindly picked some stuff. Once I was alone in my tanning room, I whipped out my trusty Game Theory duffel bag, available on theoryware.com, filled with all the lotions and hacks that I needed to finally end this educational but exhausting sunscreen debate. Now all I needed to do was tape up my grid, lotion up, and lie down. I mean, we controlled for everything at this point. What could possibly go wrong?
It's activated. I gotta go. Bye.
Oh, unbeknownst to me, I had 5 minutes to prepare myself before the thing fired off. Apparently they don't expect the typical clientele to take an hour bisecting their body with medical tape and smearing 13 different lotions and 3 separate condiments across their skin. They will be hearing about that on their next Yelp review. In the end, though, what it meant was that yet again, we had ourselves a bust.
So Matthew's come out, a bronze Adonis.
Oh, certainly not.
Oh no!
So I'm taping myself as it ignites. No suntan.
Oh no.
By the time I was in the bed, I had 5 minutes of my 10 minutes left. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, you're not fooling me 3 times. Though we were defeated, we finally had ourselves a plan of attack. This time, my body would be gridded up in advance, with each segment already filled in. Yes, that would mean I mildly smelled of guacamole and pina colada when I spoke to the tanning booth operator the next day, but no, I didn't worry about that, because I'm assuming she's experienced weirder. Also, by pre-gaming my lotions, that would give me a chance to absorb it into my skin for about 10 minutes, something that the back of the bottles recommend in the instructions. Lastly, we decided to expand our range of products to include one of those ultra-expensive lotions that they sell you at the tanning salons. These luxury tanning lotions are designed to get you that crispy butterball on Thanksgiving Day complexion and will run you, get this, $250 a bottle minimum. Minimum! I decided to go with the sensible route and choose to buy one of the single-use packets without any bronzer inside so as not to affect the results. It was much more affordable at a mere $25 for a single-use packet. Nearly as much as all of our Sephora options.
We're getting educated. It's an educational journey for all of us that should have not.
Slather it on in the way of all showcasing how the TikToks, shorts, and videos that have been out there right now probably have not done this accurate, right? Like, I don't think anyone has actually thought about, like, sun position and full exposure and sweat and how long is it soaking in. So I think tomorrow we'll have everything that we need. We'll know everything. We know the different types of UV light, we know the beds, we know the mixes, all of this stuff. So we can finally get definitive evidence about whether or not sunscreen is actually going to do it. Who knew it would be this hard? I did not expect this one to be nearly this hard.